What's up?
Feeling like I'm on the run. Live every day just the same. This rock star with no fame, the way it is for everyone. God knows that if I try, I might be able to get by as one of the ones. But take me back home to Boston, back where I know where I belong, back where the days they seem the same, and everyone knows your name, back where I know that I'm home. So I drove off to Atlanta, looking for some home-cooked food. Well, the people, they turned away. Yeah, they had nothing to say. Man, I thought it was kind of rude. Well, maybe if I was their kin, they might just let me in and put me in the right kind of mood. But take me back home to Boston, back where I know where I belong, back where the days they seem the same, and everyone knows your name, back where I know that I'm home. God knows that if I try, I'll get back home alive. Never have to leave again. But take me back home to Boston, back where I know where I belong, back where the days they seem the same, and everyone knows your name, back where I know that I'm home. Bring me home. Take me home. Take me home. Take me home to Boston.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Coming to you live from Studio 5, high atop the Meadowbrook Building in Metro West Massachusetts. It's the Wicked Pisser Show. Well, that's kind of bullshit. We'll do that anyway.
Well, on a Friday night, we'll still start a fight. Yes,
Hello, everybody. I am Bumper, and this is the Wicked Pisser Show.
I'm Patty Cakes.
And we are Byronless tonight, and I'm sure I'm
wonder
just
if
waiting
he's
for the.
listening. Do you think he's going to listen?
You've got a notification. He's probably all bullshit right now.
Well, he's sick.
Yeah, he's gonna be
Hey,
all
poor
pissed
baby,
off.
he's sick.
Yeah.
Hey, he's done shows without us, right?
Yeah. Tiffany's checking in. Hi, Tiff. How are you?
I'm hearing a wicked echo. Anyone
So,
else hearing this echo?
Dave checking in saying, I never heard Mark sound better. Right? Oh. I hope you guys can hear us now. I know there was a little music delay at the beginning. I did fix that. One of the buttons on the soundboard was off. So this is our backup board. This is our original board when our show first started. was our original board.
Way back in the day.
Way back. Yeah, it's a few years old. Still works, especially for this purpose.
Yeah.
You know, doing a on-the-fly show. Yep, it's more portable than the other one because it's half the size of the other one we have. But it works perfect for this. Hopefully the sound is okay. I'm doing the best I can with it. And with what we have, we don't have a full studio setup. We kind of.
Hey, I think you did this a little quicker than you do at the studio.
Yeah, it's a much more simpler setup. We can barely hear you despite volume cranked. Okay, I'll take care of that right now. Let's see. Turn that up a little more. Yeah. Oh, I got a couple ways to make that better. Hold on.
Just use your fingers, baby.
Yeah.
That always makes it feel better.
Oh.
I mean, work better.
Oh, my. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I turned it down because at one point it was cranked up too high, but then it took me a few minutes to figure out what buttons were what. Oops, there we go. Sorry about that. Oh.
Well, that's not that bad.
So, Tiffany, if you can let me know, I hope that came a little bit better. Drop that a little bit. There we go. So
I have a question for you.
So we're not blasting your drums. Yeah.
So are we on Spreaker.com as well as
We are.
Facebook
We're on
Live?
Spreaker.com as well as Facebook Live. So I'm trying to pan out both here to see where we are volume-wise.
So maybe in a second I will jump on to the Spreaker page.
Yeah.
And see if there's any comments or anything like that I can kind of share with us. How does my mic sound? Because in my ears it sounds like shit.
Yeah.
My ears are hard. It's like.
Okay. Well, yours is fine. That
So
could just be the
technical difficulties. This is our first time riding this rodeo.
Yeah.
We got new wires. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Came in just in time for us. That better?
You sound better, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess so. That's whatever.
It's probably a little
I'll
low.
deal with it. That's fine.
Yeah. I'm trying
It's not like
All
if
right.
I were wearing your kids' headphones instead of these PlayStation 4 headphones.
Yeah. It controls the volume.
That's fine.
The louder it gets, the quieter it is.
So this is show number 152, correct?
Yep,
Is that
show
correct?
number 152.
We're calling this a real
Byronless at Studio 8.
real show.
A real
Awesome.
show.
Awesome. And
Real
it is
show.
Monday night.
I'm just waiting for the messages from Byron. What the fuck are you doing without me? Blah blah blah.
Hey, we didn't do that to him when he did it with Preston or whatever.
Oh right, yeah. You know, so that's what we kind of jumped in on. That whole theory is.
And well, we are 2/3 of the show.
Oh yes. 2/3 and a whole bag of chips, baby.
I want some chips now.
But the convenience here is similar to Studio 5. We do have our refrigerator and all the alcohol in it.
Yes.
So that's going to be nice.
It is.
So.
So tonight, I think we're going to try to have it, possibly 2 call-ins tonight. Definitely one. We're going to have Josh Pineo call in. I know he's got a lot of different things going on. Something that just recently, I don't want to say happened to him, or a fun thing that happened to him that he participated in. I definitely want to talk to him about that. And then later on, I don't know if this person is listening. I might have to tag him on Facebook, but we might have some interesting discussions later on.
Oh boy!
About some things that people believe in, maybe they don't believe in.
Ooh.
Help me with that. You know,
So
what I'm talking
like superstition type shit, or
well, what just happened this past Friday? What happened this past Friday?
I don't know. Help me
What
out.
did everyone's been talking about this.
Oh yeah, Area 51.
Yes,
right.
it was the Area 51 raid.
Oh,
so maybe
yes.
something that's a little bit into that, and I definitely encourage anyone else to call in. We can make this fun. We can make this a fun show. Anything goes, pretty much. We don't really have a format.
I wonder if any aliens left and blended with the crowd as they left.
Oh my God! We should have dressed up as aliens tonight.
All right. I saw one sign somebody had there to ET. Let ET go home, or
I saw that. I
release
just saw
ET.
that too.
Yeah.
on Google. I Googled.
And Tiffany, all right, the phone number is right on your screen there, the bottom of the title. That is where you'll find our phone number for tonight.
774.
Yep. that
214
should ring as tested prior.
0335. Thank you for talking over me as I was saying that number.
There you go.
Asshole. You need a drink.
Ren also checking in.
Ren, I have
she'd
you
also
on my
want to call. I guess you put her on a list of calls.
I will. Serenity, actually, before I get into Josh Pineo, if you want to call in and do your shout out, I do have it on my little pad of paper here to talk about something you have coming up. Again, it's 774-214-0335. Let's give that a...
No.
It's not. No? Did I give it wrong?
Did you get it wrong? Hold on. Yeah, you got it right. So I got it wrong. I know.
Don't doubt me, bitch.
Well, we've had a couple of different numbers, so.
This is just for tonight, right? This number?
It's just for tonight. It might be the same going forward. We used this in a previous show. So as long as we can get the settings right, we can do it.
Okay.
So, and we did, so that'll be good. It makes it easier. It does have some settings similar to Skype, so that way we can hear both ways. Only downfall is similar to Skype. There is a slight delay. So if you do call, remember it's like a 3-second delay or so. So, we might cut each other off, but don't get too upset with us.
How about we say something and pause? And then
pause for a second, and then, we'll let you answer. Similar to calling in on a radio station. Sometimes you have a similar type thing. So internet at its finest. So
today is the first day of fall. Summer is now behind us. But it's a good thing. Because now we can officially have everything and anything pumpkin spice.
Oh, boy.
And, we're off tomorrow, aren't we, Bumpa?
We are.
We can go leaf peeping.
Ooh, leaf peeping. We go peeping for leaves.
Yes.
Maybe a bagel over at Anthem on the way out of town.
Oh, Antonetta's. That's the opposite way of which I'd like to go, but that's fine.
Yeah, we'll make it an expanded loop.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh, excuse me. I don't have a beer yet. Oh.
Also,
is JoJo 80s going to call in?
Who?
JoJo 80s.
I messaged him. I told him that I didn't know what was going on with our phone line, that we're not in the studio, so maybe I should tag him in a post on Facebook. So, because that would be fun to talk about too. You think you could do that? You could handle him talking about the 80s?
Oh, absolutely. Just, now that the board's in front of me, I can, okay, we're done. Click. Thanks for calling. Or
well,
not.
Before, well, no, not before, but they definitely helped us out in the candy fundraising business.
Yeah, pregnant mama bought 5.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Those things are good. I can eat 5. I might.
Yeah. Well, I think she got 4. I'm guessing Joe ate 1.
Oh, the one didn't make it home.
Yeah, one didn't. So, but yeah, those sold, and I got a message for more. Somebody else wanted some.
I should ask if there's. I think there's no. I think they just bought a minimum amount to sell. So I don't know if there's.
If you want to, if they have more, if you want to get more, I guess we could try. I don't mind.
Well, I guess
you get something if you sell more.
I highly doubt.
You get a T-shirt.
Someone else sold. Is going to sell any. So if I have to,
you get that half.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, you got something to sell.
Yeah, if you want to get a few more, I'll try. Yeah. All right.
So you have any topics to talk about?
I do, but I haven't looked at them yet. I have. Well, I mean, I had them. You know how I do it. I make a little note on a couple of spots.
Yeah, but you don't have that third person to.
No. So I was more focused while I was set up tonight, so I didn't really get to pregame. So my phone blowing up over here.
Ooh.
I wonder if it's Byron blowing up on his end. So Byron is sick tonight. He's getting some throat issue, so he has to. He has to protect his $1 million voice. The only way the show would survive without it. We can't. We can't survive without him. I mean, we're barely lucky to get this surface tonight. But let's see.
What is today? The 23rd. Okay.
It is the 23rd, 22nd, 23rd. Yep.
Yeah, it is 23rd. I'm trying to see if there's anything going on today.
So if anyone has a quick topic you want to drop in front of us, hey, let us know. Just shoot us a message here, whatever. Tiffany, get well soon, Byron. Heart. Aww. Danny Sasso checking in. What's up, man? Hope all is well. We just talked about you the other day. So
yeah, I hope you're doing good. We miss you.
Yeah, we talk about the comedy circuit, which is something I guess we can mention. It's in the works. We don't know yet. We haven't confirmed. But we are working on trying to get a date soon in
the
Worcester.
date that we want to do is my birthday.
Yeah.
First, I want to do.
I don't get mad at me.
Show.
I had nothing to do with that. I pitched the show proper.
You know,
all right.
I think
you got mad at first, and you're like, you didn't do it right, blah blah. So I had to send you the original, and then you're like, oh,
I don't know. You know what? I should have did it right then and there when the girl was hot with the date.
I guess you should have.
Because you waited 2 days.
I didn't wait 2 days.
Yeah,
They did the next day.
No.
They took 2-3 days to get back to me. I messaged them twice.
I really wanted to drag.
I know you did.
A dragging comedy show. I'm still determined to do that.
I know you are.
Please reach back out to Electric Haze and see if they're interested in a different night.
Okay.
Because I know they are.
They are. They said they are.
So let's do it.
For whatever reason, that night was taken already. So, but they did take.
I just saw my birthday and I was like, hell, let's do this shit up. If I could party 3 nights in a row,
oh boy,
give it to me. Yeah.
Good times. Good times had by all or some anyway. Yeah, I'll carry Patty home, no problem.
Yeah, you do a very good job with that.
Dennis checking in, as well as Ewan Ewan Mac. We'll call him Ewan Mac. Ewan, what's up, man? Hope all is well out there. Stay safe, man. Lisa Moore checking in. Go
her.
eat your way through the Biggie tomorrow.
Oh.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, it's not a pay week.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So I think I'll have to skip the E this week.
The problem we have there, like, I mentioned we could go, but the problem is Patty's concerned with having to drop $100 or so bucks because she's probably going to shop, buy shit she shouldn't buy, because she's going to see neat little things, cool little deals, which I understand. That's what you go there for, and you find all the vendors,
sent me pictures
the cool
of half
stuff.
The things I've never been, so I can't even tell you what it's about.
Well, I've been once years and years ago. I just remember there was a lot of vendors selling a lot of stuff.
Oh God,
so
I'd be in trouble.
Yeah, you would be.
I'm in trouble at Dollar Tree sometimes.
Yeah, you'd find somebody who's got the candle, the best candle on earth you want. You have to have it.
No, it would probably be like skulls, sugar skulls, or something like that.
Oh yeah, so that's what you're bound to
weakness.
find there. Just everything.
Yes, that's my weakness in life.
And then it was entertainment, and then they have tractor pulls, all kinds of shit.
Well, the other night, Saturday, I took Phoenix to football practice. Put my mouth on the microphone like this.
That one has to be straight in.
Okay, sorry.
That's right.
So I took Phoenix to football practice, and one of the dads was going to the E, and that Biggie, and that night Sugar Ray was playing with Naughty by Nature.
Oh my God!
I was like, oh my God! I actually saw Naughty by Nature
when
I was like 19 or 20 years old in Miami, Florida.
Ooh, wow,
with the Ghetto Boys and Public Enemy.
Oh, I remember them.
That was oh my God, Flavor Flav.
Sugar Ray. I mean, he's been trying to. I don't know. He's still around. He just came out with a new song not too long ago.
Yeah,
right there. I think he's. Oh, what's the term he used before? He's trying to stay
young,
relevant, young and relevant.
Yeah.
The plastic surgery on his face. He's got.
I know.
Got that baby face.
He screwed his look up. He wasn't ugly.
No.
I
think he's just
trying.
Like what a lot of people are. They don't want to get those wrinkles. Give me Botox.
Give me Botox, please.
Age gracefully, man. That's you just got to take it. Think of our good friends Los Lobos. They all age and they're still out there.
Oh my God, aren't they coming back around?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Didn't someone tell us that?
Yeah, somebody told us that they saw my friend Lisa. We were at the party the other night. Said they were coming back in the area soon.
Oh my God!
So I'm thinking I'll have to message Armando and see if we can have a few drinks again. That'd
be
fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I wonder if he would remember us though.
Or maybe find somewhere to invite them to. That would be good.
They like
maybe we can get
food.
Renee on board on that if it's a weekend. We can go to her place. I'm not trying to invite myself, but Renee.
Oh, I don't know if they'll come to someone's house.
Oh, I bet they would if it was us.
Oh,
so? Yeah.
They...
Just hang out, drink around a campfire or something.
Oh, that'd be fun as hell.
But whatever.
And if Renee does listen to this at any point, I did it on Facebook, but officially, happy belated birthday, Renee.
Oh, yes. I saw that.
Love you. We love you.
Happy birthday, girl. So. Sugar Ray, though. I mean, Sugar Ray and Naughty by Nature.
Yeah. That's an odd. They
weren't
weren't playing on
mix.
the same stage, but they were there.
No, but it's an odd mix. And do you think it's another just?
Well, he thought Smash Mouth was playing that night.
Oh,
How many songs do they have?
Hit wise, just a few.
But every time I hear one of the Smash Mouth songs, I think of Shrek, the movie Shrek.
Yeah. But do you think well, the Big E. You haven't been, right?
Never in my life. No.
I'm wondering.
I've never been to P-Town.
Where does the
Or
Big E
Cape
stand on as far as I don't know stature for music?
What does that mean?
What kind of venue is it?
Oh, I think it's pretty.
Is it good?
I would assume
up there.
Well, it's basically a 16-day event.
Yeah.
That happens every single year for like how many years and draws thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah.
So I think it's not on crutches.
No.
It's definitely standing on firm ground.
Yeah.
You know.
But would you? Is that
like how much do you
think? Mind seeing?
How much do you think the bands get paid for that type of event?
Well,
you give me a number and I'll tell you what I think.
Knowing what, say, Fellowship of the King wanted, money-wise.
Wait, what did you say? They were supposed to play it?
Yeah, no, not that. There's something else. But they were. I would say it's a few grand easily.
I would say $5,000.
Yeah.
I'd say a minimum of $5,000.
Right, because of the transportation alone.
Right,
getting those people to come wherever they're coming.
They have to be smart.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully they're not just flying in for the one gig.
No.
I would hope, unless it pays well.
Yeah.
But I would hope that they have another gig remotely close. You know, where else can you go? You can go to New York and easily do a show.
Yeah, they could easily do
Springfield.
a 3 or 5 day short tour.
Yeah.
At least make it worthwhile to be out while they're out here. You know, but I don't know.
But
I would have mind seeing Sugar Ray, but then
I saw Sugar Ray. I saw Sugar Ray open up for 311 at UMass Amherst.
But now, I mean, do you feel? How would you feel now? I mean,
I'd be all right. There's a few of their songs, like at that time I saw them, is when it was their second album, because that album that they first came out with the song. I can't even think of the fucking song.
Statues crumble for me. 25 years old, my mom.
Yeah. That wasn't their first album. They have an album right beforehand called like Lemonade and Brownies or something like that. Yeah. And it's a girl face down, butt up.
Oh.
Yeah, on the cover of it.
See, now that's what I like coming home to. So I think of that. Like, so that's like the green light when I come home. Is she sleeping? Is she passed out? And sometimes she's passed out ass up. So if that ass up, that's I translate. I
don't think that's physically possible for me to be passed out and ass up.
Well, not ass up, but bare ass up. You're laying down, but you're bare ass up.
Oh God!
So that translates to green light. You know.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I know, right? Nobody wants to hear this shit.
What am I missing over here?
I mean, what is your signal when, if you come home to someone and what's your green light signal? Like if you go under the blankets and they have no clothes on, is that the signal? Some people sleep naked completely all the time. That doesn't matter.
Yes, I do.
If you go home and she doesn't have her usual nightie on or whatever, is that the green light? Does anyone know? Anyone have?
Is that a red flag though? If she's not in her usual nightie and you come home and she's naked, is that a red flag?
It could be for in certain circumstances. I bet it could be. Like if she hasn't given you that kind of green light in a long time, and she's giving you that green light, or you think that's the green light because she's like naked in bed and you think she's waiting for you, I'd be checking the closet, man. Checking the closet, make sure nobody jumped out the window, look for footprints and shit like that.
Oh shit.
Check, make sure nobody left a sock behind that's not yours.
I was gonna say the sock. I was gonna
sock, underwear, Rizzo once told me a story where this is when he was in high school. But way back when he was in high school, he was making out with his girlfriend and parents came home early.
Okay.
And whatever happened, they quickly got dressed and changed, whatever. And they
ain't just making out if they got dressed.
Yeah, they did the do, know. And then the father comes in talking and kind of, what are you doing? And then kind of, the father knew what happened.
Of course.
And then he looks at Rizzo and he's like, well, if that didn't really happen, you wouldn't be wearing her pants right now. He had her sweatpants on. Yeah. Stuff like that, Has
that ever happened to you?
No, never had a rush quick ticket.
No,
I can't think of that. No.
Well, in this one particular apartment that my parents and I lived in, it was the last one I lived in with them in Hollywood, Florida. The way that the apartments were set up, it's not. I don't know if it's a duplex. Is a duplex like two stories?
No, it would be a 2-family or two.
Because everything's one level in Florida.
Townhouse.
No, everything's basically one level.
One level.
But
is
the
apartment.
way that you can, like my bedroom.
Yeah.
My bedroom had a bathroom. So say you close my bedroom door, it had a deadbolt on it and a regular lock. So I could deadbolt that door.
Yeah.
From the people from the living room couldn't get into the bedroom, and they could rent out my bedroom and bathroom as like a almost a studio apartment.
Oh, all right.
And then their apartment was a 1-bedroom with one bath and a kitchen and stuff. So that means I had a door to the outside as well.
Ooh,
Yeah.
special. Trouble.
Trouble. Yeah,
I know.
I kind of snuck out a few times.
Time to go. Tiffany saying, anyone who I've been in a romantic relationship with knows the green light is always on unless if I have nasal congestion. Now, I once dealt with that not too long ago. I had a really bad head cold and I was just all messed up, and I remember trying to be tough as nails, just give me a few minutes, I'll wreck your shit. And it didn't pan out. I tried like hell. I couldn't breathe. I was like
I felt so bad.
I'm like, but no, baby, don't come here. And whatever. I tried my best.
Oh, I felt so bad for you.
You were nice and took care of me.
We could just cuddle.
I know. Well, I'm like, just letting you down. We had this plan. Yeah. So,
wow.
Morrison B checking in. What's up, buddy? Hope all is well, sir.
Oh my God, I remember that clear as day.
Oh.
That was back in our beginning, right?
Yeah. Huh.
Oh my God.
Oh.
So, couple shout outs. Oh, that's pretty. That's lovely.
That's my beer. I need a beer. But
okay.
no,
Oh, well.
that's okay.
Then
No, you do your thing. Do your shout out.
No, I'll do it in a second.
Oh, okay.
You do a little hi, and I'll be right back because I need a refresh
Oh,
myself.
all right. Hi.
Try not to do mic drop.
A mic drop. Boom. Why? You all love mic drops, don't you? So, folks, yeah, like I said, Byron is sick tonight. Unfortunately, we were planned out a show kind of without really talking to him. He had previously mentioned doing a show tonight, but he's not up to it. Sick as a dog, and he's going to stay in bed tonight. Pussy, as Patty says. Pussy, big time pussy. So, but we were going to have, we do have some people that plan to call in tonight. We're going to have Josh Paneo call in. Also, who else?
Ask if Ren wants to call in.
Ren, yeah, I know she was talking about calling in. Josh, the phone line thing will work fine. Just call that number Patty sent you, and call in a little bit. Not yet. Nobody jumped the gun yet.
I'll give him a 2-minute warning.
But you can call if you want.
Red stripe?
Anybody else who's not slated or penciled with Patty to call in, you can call in. We'll make a quick call.
Red stripe?
What's that?
Red stripe or pumpkin?
Yeah. Well,
Red stripe or pumpkin?
I'll go with red stripe for now. She got me some red stripe. Now, I've had red stripe. First time I experienced red stripe was my trip to Jamaica. Now, that was just not really a trip to Jamaica. That was a one stop on a cruise. So, if anybody been to Jamaica, it's fun, yet it is I don't know, not a great place. It's the funnest place, but the dirtiest place. I swear. It's like.
How do you get this off?
It's weird. Twist maybe, I don't know. But I do have one little bit of news, which I was saving for Byron, but he's not here, so we'll just do it without him. Thank you. Recently, have you heard of Bridget the Midget? Bridget the Midget is
She's a classic.
Yeah. Bridget the Midget is a porn star, and she was recently arrested for stabbing her boyfriend at her and her boyfriend's home in Las Vegas. Bridget the Midget, I think Byron, I bring it up for Byron because I thought at one point he wanted to go see her at it's going to be at a strip club in Salisbury or something.
He would throw tons of money at her.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really. I don't know. Whatever. To each their own, I guess. But that happened just a few days ago. She got picked up for stabbing her boyfriend. Not sure what the outcome of that is, but I don't know. And midgets is not. I know it's not a nice term. Technically, you're supposed to call them little people.
Well, that's what she named herself.
Right. And
I'm assuming.
Similar to like our friends over at MWA, Midget Wrestling.
Which are coming back.
Midgets with attitude.
So I was talking to Zach last night, not cutting off your story, but
it was over.
January 29th, Midgets with Attitude are coming to Charlie Bravo's. And I said to Zach, I'm like, you should come with me.
Yeah, he'll have a good time.
January 13th is his 21st birthday.
Oh, boy.
I'm not looking to get him drunk.
No.
It's more or less getting into places that you have to be 21.
Right.
Even
now he
if
can
you only
really
have like
enjoy.
one. Yeah. He might drink 1 or 2 White Claws.
Yeah.
Who knows? When you first turn 21, who knows? Did you act crazy when you were able to drink legally?
Right. No.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
Why? Why didn't you get crazy? Because you were already drinking beforehand, or?
I did start drinking before 21, but literally like the summer before I turned 21. You know I'm a goody two shoes. We've talked. You know plenty about my history, and
You're such. I am like the devil.
Because my mother was the devil. My mother was a party animal. My mom was a young mom, or she was a teen mom. Oh, the phone ringing. Oh, son of a bitch.
Give us a second to answer it.
That's an aggressive ring. Okay. There we go. Hey, hello, you're on the Wicked Pizza Show. Who this?
The Wicked Pizza Show. This is Serenity Jones.
Yay, Redman!
Yes. What's going on, guys?
Hold on a minute.
No,
You're loud as fuck, girlfriend.
Yeah, I gotta find that.
I'm glad you called in. I have you on my notes about your event, so I'm super psyched.
I know. I'd love to have you guys come down and podcast if you can.
What? Oh, it's this weekend, right? It's a Sunday.
Yeah, it's a Sunday.
Yes.
That's your day off.
No, I work every Sunday. Ugh. But I work until like 4, so it's not too bad.
Perfect. You could take a little power nap and come on down.
So tell us about it. What's going on this Sunday, actually?
So it's actually a comedy hip hop mixer, and it's going to be at Beatniks right over on Park Ave. Mm-hmm. We have Sarah Martin who's headlining for comedy.
I saw her at Bull Mansion when she recently did like an all-girl review.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was her. Cindy Gray was there. A couple drag queens were there performing. It was awesome. So she is so fun.
Yes. Sarah's been everywhere. She's been doing The Addict. She's been doing, she's headlining Mohegan Sun with our friend Jeff DeCaro, who's actually going to be performing on Sunday.
Is that October 3rd?
Yeah. Is there what?
I think it's October 3rd, Thursday, October 3rd.
Yeah, that's when he's going to be at Mohegan Sun. He's going to debut at Mohegan Sun for his first time.
He hasn't
Jeff
been there
Wade's going to pop his comedy cherry.
Oh, my God. So, who else is performing? Are you performing?
Stephanie Elliott is jumping in. Yep, I'm going to be hosting, MC, and then I'm going to drop a set.
Nice. How long are the sets?
We're going to be running between like 5 to 10.
Nice.
Different comics are going to get different amounts.
And then what's the hip-hop aspect of it? Like, what are they doing?
The hip-hop, I've got some of the freshest people in the city, like Alley Cat. She's been doing back-to-back shows constantly. She's going to actually be closing out the show.
Yeah.
She is just, she's amazing. She's amazing. Her name's Alley Cat on Facebook. I've been sharing her stuff on our event page. Highly recommend to go check them out. I have Jay Brown TDM. Right now he's been in Maryland, D.C., and Virginia just doing back-to-back shows as well.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
I have Tricked Out. I did the 420 show with Aretusits. That's where I met him. And I just happened to reach out to him. He's going to come. He's from Connecticut. And it just, I listen to his CD all the time. I can't stop listening to it. It's amazing.
Excellent.
We have Miss Laura Michelle. She's out of Worcester. Hayden Lombardi. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Hades. That kid's got a great story, backstory, good music, all high energy. It's going to be a really good time.
It sounds awesome. It sounds like, wow. How did you get into this? Like, what made you want to put this kind of... Now, is this Thick Chick Comedy Presents?
Yeah, Thick Chick Comedy is presenting it. I'm doing it all by myself. Last person I worked with was not on the up and up. So I decided to just go do this on my own. A hip hop crowd tends to really like me, you know.
So
the brothers that sing for me,
like you didn't know
they like
that.
to meet. I know, right? I feel like it's open season in there for me too. You know, like hey.
Well, hey, you'll have your pick, right? Hopefully.
I hope so.
So
if it goes my way, I will.
What time does this start? And how much is it to get in? And how old do you have to be?
It's only $10, and actually, we're going to be giving away prizes and giveaways throughout the whole night.
Oh, wow.
We're all independent artists. Everybody's bringing a swag bag. Myself, I'm going to be giving away tickets to Croptoberfest that I'm doing on October 12th over in Tallinn, Mass. Mm-hmm. It's a weed festival. It's camping out. It's going to be a big hippie time. So I'll be giving out tickets throughout the night for that. I'll be making grab bags to give away. Tricked Out's going to be giving out T-shirts. Latasha is going to be giving out tickets to her soul mic. We're just doing a ton of promoting. Well? Latasha uses part of a show as well. Yes.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Yeah, so it's going to be a really good time. Yeah, we get some really great performers. We have Colin Feldberg. He's out of Woonsocket. I can't wait to work with him. And then at the end of the show, we're actually doing a cipher. Do you guys know what that is?
No.
Nope.
I don't.
No idea.
A cipher is when we all pass the mic around and we're all going to drop some bars. So I'm going to be doing my first attempt at rapping on the stage on Sunday night.
Oh, my God. That needs to be documented.
Yep. It does need to be documented.
So what time does it start? 8 o'clock? 6 o'clock?
8 o'clock.
Nice.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. $10 to get in. You'll get a raffle ticket and you'll have a chance to win some swag.
Nice.
Sweet.
And
so anyone who shows up can possibly win something, go home with something.
And we'll have Miss Kara Killian slinging drinks at the bar.
Kara Killian's going to be tending bar, best bartender in Worcester.
Yes. Is she the only bartender at that place? I feel bad for her sometimes.
I feel like she is, yeah. That's why we haven't seen her on comedy scene as much.
Yeah.
But a guy that I was just in Greenwich Village, New York, Greenwich Village Comedy Club in New York City, and one of the guys that was on the show was like, "Oh, Kara came out here and dropped a great set," and yeah, they're looking for her out in New York again. They want her to come back, so we need to get her back on that mic.
So I have to give you credit because I follow you on Facebook like religiously. And you were taking pictures, and you were like, I'm so nervous. Why were you so nervous that particular night?
In New York?
Yeah. Or am I misunderstanding it?
Oh, no, because it was a sold-out show. Nice. It was a sold-out show, and I don't think I've ever performed in front of that many people ever.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the audience, Leah Foster was the headliner. She's a big Jewish comedian. Mm-hmm. An Orthodox Jew at that. So that right there made me nervous. Different. I wasn't sure how they were going to take my joke.
How did you do?
The girl that went before me, she was like, I'm from L.A. I'm a comic in L.A. She bombed. So yeah, I was sweating bullets.
So you get up there, I'm like, Serenity! Like all crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I start off with, tried to sell my eggs, guys.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's awesome, though. Just being friends with you and you doing our very first show that we did last Thanksgiving, you've grown so much in the comedy world. I know. I can't thank you guys enough. Like, you know what? And thank you for jumping on every show we usually do. We love
Oh, yeah, I want to be on every show. I love working with you guys. You guys are the funnest group ever.
Well, hopefully, if we book something October 4th on a Friday, hopefully, if you're around. It's my birthday, so I'm trying to put, I know it's kind of last minute. We were trying to do something with the Electric Haze that kind of fell through, but we have a new bar that we want to kind of test the waters on. In Worcester. We want to try to, they have a little bit of a stage, a little bit more than what we're used, not what we're used to, but like.
A little less than we're used to.
You think so? I don't know.
Smaller. It's a small place, but it's got a decent little stage.
Are we saying
area.
the name of the place, or is it still hush hush?
Just because we haven't reached, they haven't responded. I can message you on Facebook. I mean, I can message you.
We have talked to them before. Sure. They're a friendly
they want our show.
Group of guys. They
want
us to do
there.
How could everyone should want your show? Everyone.
Well, we walked in.
I was hoping that my work was going to want to do a show there, but
hey, you know what? We can still work on them.
Yeah. That's right. You guys probably go in yourself and talk to them. I
think so. Well, I know the two owners very well of this place, and when we walked in just on a whim on a Friday night, the silent partner owner was like, "Oh my God, I want you guys to do your show here." but they want to do it on a Tuesday. And I'm like, well, why not a Friday? You know, you don't have anything going on. Let's try a Friday, just for shits and giggles. But anyway, so everyone,
let me know. I'll certainly try to get off work.
I will. So if anything, I'll hold a spot.
Yeah, we'll definitely know within the next day or two, and
hold me a spot,
and then we'll put it together.
But everyone listening right now, this is Serenity Jones, and she is
Thick Chick Comedy. Look that up. That's the Facebook page, right? You have a
the Facebook page. Yeah, make sure you like it.
Yes.
Hey, I had so many weirdos. I didn't give them my real name. I told them, find me on Facebook. I'm Thick Chick Comedy. I got a message from this guy, right? And he made a comment about my arms. He's like, oh, your arms. He sends me a message. He's like, I wanted to ask you to punch me, but I thought that might be a little bit weird.
I saw that. What the fuck? Why?
Well, if
I don't understand these guys and what they're posting or sending girls.
Think about it though. If he pisses you off, right, he can get that for free, or no problem. You'd be happy to comply.
I would have done it for free. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, all right.
Oh my God.
I would have done it in a minute.
Just for being such a douche.
I can punch you.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Close your eyes. Here it comes.
That's right. Boom.
So, guys, this
back
Sunday,
in the day, I used to be able to knock out dudes. I wonder if I still can.
You probably could if they piss you off enough.
I bet I could.
So I want to touch on another subject, but we won't.
Are you going to say? Are you going to talk about that one?
I'll bring it up, but I'll tread lightly here, whether or not you want to say anything or not. I recently saw a Turtle Boy article. So
Leave the bear alone.
So okay.
Okay.
All right. That's what.
Okay.
I feel like that's like I think they're fishing, and he's going through a lot of stuff, and he doesn't deserve it. He really doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, and a lot of that stuff is fabricated.
And I think one of the things too, people need to keep in mind that he's not your, you're not your little kid's teddy bear. But that's all. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's not. But I mean, first of all, the bear, he dresses immaculately. You remember when he came and helped me out with the Wicked Pisser show?
Yeah,
sure
exactly.
Do.
Yeah.
He's always very well dressed. He's not getting on his hands and knees crawling in a dirty MBT station.
No.
And
also,
I follow him.
How can you blow kisses in a bear suit?
Yeah. It's, people get pissed off for whatever reason. They have a grudge, and that's what they do. They get
Or jealous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah,
I've
we were
been around him.
The only reason why I brought up
in the bear suit and without the bear suit. He's never been a creep. He's never been a weirdo. He's a really, really nice guy.
Yeah.
If anything, he sticks to himself. He's a little bit socially awkward.
Yeah. Yeah, he's great. It was been great and helpful with us. We like him, and that's why we haven't passed.
I still like him too. I made a comment on there. I mean, I know him. I know him personally, and I just feel like he's going through a hard time. He feels like he's being attacked left and right, and in a
he's
sense,
getting
he kind of is.
attention probably, and someone's jealous of the attention probably, and starting shit for no reason.
Yeah, he's got 10,000 followers on his Facebook page. We love Keytar Bear. He's a Boston icon.
Yes.
He's being sponsored by Tillian Beer, and he's in a Nike commercial, okay? How much of a piece of shit can he really be?
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. People are just jealous. And I think it all stems down to somebody not connecting about doing a show. He's up in the air if he feels comfortable coming to Worcester because the blog that was written about him is out of Worcester. He's kind of fearing for his safety at all. And I'm like, great, this has to happen days before the show that he's going to be on.
I think he needs a couple weeks to blow over.
I hope he shows up. I hope he shows up because we had planned to have him outside Beatniks doing his thing to draw the traffic in.
Good point.
Oh, my God, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it would go. It would work well.
Yeah, that's right. We all want you. Keytar Bear, we need you to come on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Don't let anyone bully you. You're part of our squad.
I haven't really, I was just sent it, I guess, Bumpa found it, but I haven't really seen any comments or anything on Facebook, and I'm on Facebook every hour.
Yeah, I think on the post itself, there's some comments, but it's like
yeah, there's
Ren
a couple comments.
It's just people,
but I think it's like a little bit.
It's just people jumping in and shitting on them. That really don't have the grounds to shit on.
Oh, that's the keyboard.
That don't even know anything about them.
That's the keyboard warriors.
No, and I know that situation. I mean, who hasn't taken a piss outside? A big steamy dump? I don't think so.
Exactly.
He's taking a shit outside.
It happens to the best of us.
And as a matter of fact, let's just take it a step. I was the one that he called me to come get him. I'm like, wasn't able to come get him. And I spoke with the officer, and he told me the scenario, and taking a big dump wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
So.
But it's just, people are going to blow it up because they're going to see. Yeah. It's just,
yeah, they're just monopolizing, and it's just too bad that still happens. I mean, I feel like it's a sort of a form of bullying.
Yeah.
It is. Yep, it is.
All right, Ren. Thank you, babe. We'll hopefully see you Sunday night.
Sunday night
Excellent.
at Beatniks. Tell us
Come
more.
down and podcast. We'd love to have you.
Well, I'll see if that's possible.
We'll
that's
see
possible.
if Sicky.
Trying to
We'll
think
see if
what
Sicky will
might be.
come and help
Might
us
be.
out.
With his rotation, that would be his night off.
Is it tonight?
Sweet.
It might be. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But all right,
Come on, B. We need you there, Byron.
Yeah, it's a good chance.
Hey,
but-
Byron, I think Andrea Beebe clicked going to that event. Just saying.
Oh.
Nice.
So Sunday night,
Is he
8
blushing?
o'clock, Beatniks. I don't know. He might be. I don't know. He must have got the notification that we're doing a show.
Yeah, he would have got 2 of them. So.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, go check on that list. Andrea Beebe's going to be there.
So yeah, send me the whatever link you have for it. If you have an event thing on it, I will share it again.
All right, excellent. Thank you so much, guys. I love
Yeah,
you.
love
All
you.
right.
All right, we'll
All right,
talk to you
babe,
soon.
All
have a
right,
good
talk to you soon.
All right,
Bye.
Bye. So that was our good friend Ren Jones, a comedian who we've had the pleasure with having at every Wicked Pissa Comedy Chaos. Even one we didn't think she was going to be there. She made it. So she has been our one. We have many regulars, but she's the regular. She's been at every single one of our Comedy Chaos shows. She's been always been a supporter of us, and we always talk highly of her. We love her.
We do, and we've seen her her set evolve.
Yeah.
We've seen her do different types of her set. I've seen her stretch out her words, if you know what I mean. Where she sorry guys, if you can't hear me, I keep moving my microphone. I'm not used to this particular microphone. But we've seen her go from her very first set, her very first set with us.
Yep.
And just evolve it and change it and one thing that I'm glad with your connections, Bumpa, was that our first show, you were able to bring Jeff Wade. To it.
Yep.
By you bringing Jeff Wade, it kind of did 2 things. It established us as not a talent scout.
I think it gave us a little credibility.
Yes.
Or a good chunk of credit just because he was there.
I also think that, in a way, I may have said it, we may have said it before, we have given him some artists to...
Yeah, he's always...
that's his show. That's what he wants to do.
And he's been pulling a lot of people from our area.
Yes, he has.
Shows.
And I don't know if that's a direct result from us.
Yeah.
But I am going to take us. I think we should take a little bit of credit.
I think we get
the connection between Connecticut, Mohegan.
Yeah, exactly. We get a little credit because a
Worcester.
lot of the people that he did have before were more or less from Connecticut, New York, Rhode Island, and stuff. So I think we brought him a little more north to look at some of the talent.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Like you said, maybe he had in the past, but we just gave him another look. And thankfully, or appreciatively that he did that. And then he gave people like Serenity Jones, Moo Davis, and a few others.
Jeff DeCarlo's doing his
gave
first
him time
show.
down
Ian,
at
Matthew Sargent, Manny Sierra. There's so many.
Gave him comics down at Mohegan Sun. There's Comics Roadhouse now.
Yeah, Comics Roadhouse. So again, here's another, because I'm just going to put you on a little pedestal, because of the sleuth that you are. And you went through events or whatever you did, and you reached out to, I don't know if it was Jeff Wade or comics in general, and just said, hey, we'd like to do a podcast there. And we just couldn't do the headliner, but you were able to pull that off, get us in the door. Is that almost 3 years ago?
2. Yeah, 2
2017?
years ago. Well, 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago, yeah. You got us in the door, and it's been a really great experience. That was like Was that before we started going to Bull Mansion or after?
I think it was right around the same
Yeah.
time. Yeah, it was the winter we started going there. And
Because I've always been a
That
big
was
fan of
January.
comedy. Like I've seen, I would go to comedy shows in downtown Fort Lauderdale, Sunrise, and it was a great time. Then I saw like Andrew Dice Clay live. I've always wanted to see Artie Lang, which I hope we're going to see Artie Lang in Providence soon.
Yep.
I have to see. That's
I know
like,
you.
That's a
That's
bucket
the
list.
thing. You want.
I got to see Artie
him.
Lang. I got to see Artie Lang.
He's got some
Did
dates.
I want to
out
see
already.
Artie Lang? Oh,
Yeah. Anyway.
all right. We got another call. We'll continue
Yeah.
this in a second.
Oh.
Give us a second.
Hello, you're on the Wicked Pizza Show. Who this?
What's going on, guys?
Yay!
Hey, what's up?
Josh.
Yeah, man. What's going on, Josh? There's a little delay, so
How's
forgive me.
things?
The man, the myth, the legend, Josh Pineo.
You're too kind, my love. You're too kind.
But keep going. Right?
All right. So, Josh, thank you so much for accepting the invite of calling
Absolutely.
in. I love it. You've got a lot going on, my friend. That's why, like, when I put that out there, I was so happy that you jumped right on it. What just happened a couple days ago? Tell us about what just happened.
Well, basically, after a 5-year hiatus, my band Fuel of War announced a few months back that we were making a return, originally scheduled for November. That show is still happening, but I'll get to that in a minute. But we were invited to play the Ride for Dime metal show in Dudley, Massachusetts, at Drafters Sports Cafe.
OMG.
They had a band drop off the bill, and we were fortunate enough to get invited to open up the show.
Nice.
The kudos that I saw from Ted today were amazing. Ted was like freaking out about how good it was. And I saw the pictures that I don't think it was posted on your personal page. Was it posted on your other page, your Bulldog page? Of you playing guitar?
I posted it on, my personal page,
Oh, you did?
my entertainment page, and the band's page as well.
So how did it feel getting back up on stage like that?
Well, like I said, we've been practicing. We finally got a drummer back last fall, actually, through another band we've toured with over the years, Scarecrow Hill.
Wow.
Shout out to
Remember that
them
name?
for hooking
Yeah.
us up.
Are they still a band at all?
Oh, yeah. Scarecrow Hill?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They actually were on a bit of a break, too, and came back, I want to say, just before summer kicked off.
And forgive
So-
me, I've been a little bit out of the scene. I do remember the names, but I haven't really been hardcore into the scene for like about a year or so. So forgive me
Right.
if I ask that stuff. But
Oh, no,
so
but,
who's in the
yeah,
band right now?
so
Who's in Fuel of War right now?
Well, right now, the only two original members from the very, very old days, probably over a decade ago now, is myself and Nick Delman, who was originally our secondary guitar player, but switched over to bass a few years later. And Drew Barker is still our frontman. And, he was the second reign of singers that we had. And, don't really talk about too much of the past before that. But,
But
so
Drew's been a part
Drew's
of the
been
scene
with
for
us
years
until
also.
2011. Actually, 2010, excuse me. Yeah, so it's been almost 10 years that we've done shows together. And my other guitar player, Brian Balick, myself, Nick, and Brian all went to high school together. So, we go back at least 15, 20 years as it is now.
Aging yourself, man. Aging yourself.
Yeah, I
still a
know.
youngin'.
No, it's heavy metal, right? That was. What particular influences you guys do?
Yeah, I mean, we're essentially a metal band, but we do have some elements of commercial rock. You know, we're relatively radio friendly for the most part.
That's good.
As far as my personal influences go, I mean, I could be talking about this all day, but my two
Hey, we
biggest
have 2
guitar
hours to fill.
influences. Oh, what was that?
I go, we have 2 hours to fill, so go
Oh.
for it. No.
Okay, well, we got time. No, essentially, like, you know, all the basic metal grades, like, you know, Metallica, AC/DC, Black Sabbath.
What is your particular favorite? Do you have one favorite? What's your ultimate?
If I had to choose, I think what got me into heavier music was definitely AC/DC.
Yeah.
I grew up in a small farm town, so originally I was raised on country music, and, you know, it's not like anything we hear on the radio today for country, but
Right.
that's a whole other debate. But yeah, once I got into AC/DC and like Deep Purple and stuff like that, that kind of shifted gears for me when I was in middle school. And, you know, then I fell in love with Metallica, and I think my musical taste has just gotten kind of heavier as time goes on. You know, as far as being a guitar player, I started playing when I was 10 years old. 31 now, so that's a hell of a long time.
Yeah. Do you have what is your particular? You have one particular favorite song you like to play on guitar? Your personal favorite?
Favorite song? I don't know as though I have like a single favorite. Like, I definitely have a handful that I like to play. You know, I always like to jam on, like I said, Metallica riffs and AC/DC tunes
All right,
to warm up.
so say you're trying out a new guitar. What's your first riff? What are you going to do? What are you going to play? You want to try out a new guitar? What's your first riff?
Ooh, I like that
depending
question.
depending on you know, obviously the look kind of sets the tone, so you got to kind of play up that vibe. But
Yeah.
I know when I recently bought a Randy Rhoads Jackson V. And I started playing some Iron Maiden at Guitar Center when I was warming up for that and testing that out. So, you know,
I have a question for you. I have a question for you, Josh.
Yeah, sure.
So, we've all been going to Guitar Center for years.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the setup right now? Not right now, you know, within the last year, like with those booths that they go and like teach people. Do you like the way that Guitar Center is set up? Do you feel like they're scaling back on a lot of product? Like, what are your thoughts on that store?
I mean, for the most part, I've always tried to be more of a mom and pop shop guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the smaller music dealers, but obviously, you know, due to monopolies and whatnot, some of those have closed down in the area. So when I've noticed in the last couple of years at Guitar Center, you know, you're right. The product level has changed. They're doing a lot more online. I think that's just a general thing with shopping as a whole in society nowadays.
That kills me. I hate that, but it's because I'm
I think
in
that's
the
a big
retail
part of
business,
it.
so I hate it.
Yeah.
But remember, like Daddy's Junkie Music and
oh yeah, no, I love going there.
Union.
When I first started playing, I went to Gordon LaSalle and Leominster, and now I do business with Wavelength Audio in Leominster as well. So a little plug for those guys out there.
Nice. How many? I'm sorry, I don't mean to jump over, but I'm just saying,
ahead.
how many guitars do you own?
Right now, it's somewhere in the ballpark of like 9 or 10.
Nice.
You have a favorite go-to one?
Well, I have right now. It's actually funny you mentioned that, but I have a particular Dean guitar that I call Barbie.
Why is it pink?
No, actually, it's an homage to the pro wrestler Mick Foley. The guitar, instead of being drawn up with lightning bolts like Dimebag did, I decided to have it hand painted, covered in barbed wire.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
I've always
There you go.
been a very big wrestling fan over the years, so
Yes,
that
you
was
have, yes.
kind of my rendition of what Dime did, just kind of make it my own.
Now-
And right now, I'm actually in the process of working with Pat Boylan from Boylan Guitars in Rhode Island, Providence, and he's going to be working on my first custom, completely top to bottom signature guitar. So
Now, the company, what is it, Pat Boylan? Is that what you said?
Boylan, Boylon.
Now, is that the guitar you took a picture with at a concert recently?
That particular one was actually that specific Washburn, as I was told, was hand painted originally before Dimebag Darrell switched to Dean guitars. That was given to him, and then later down the line, Pat got a hold of it a few years after he passed.
Oh, my God.
So that was actually a Dimebag Darrell guitar I had in my hands.
Oh, my God. Were you like, I don't want to let it go?
No, I mean it was just amazing. You know, I was fortunate enough years ago to go down and visit the Dean Guitar factory in Tampa, and I got to see his last rig and the gear he wore the night he was killed and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, it was just one more thing to add to the mementos, and you know, it was a hell of an experience. I didn't, for that particular show I went to, and I saw Pat, I hadn't even gotten in the door 5 minutes, and he just hands me this guitar.
Yes.
Like, holy crap.
I saw that. It was like, you were like, I just got here. You know? It was like, all right.
Yep.
So, do you ever see Pantera live?
Unfortunately, no. I got to see Vinnie Paul play with Hell Yeah quite a bit. By the time Pantera was over and done with, you know, I had finally been able to really get out a little bit more and go to more shows.
Well,
so,
you were.
unfortunately,
How old are you again, Josh?
I'm 31.
Okay. So I saw them at the Worcester Odd with.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, with God, help me, Anthrax and Cold Chamber. And
Oh wow, that must
it
have
was
been great.
It was, and it was probably the last show that was played there, which was probably like 96. So you were probably super young at that time.
Yeah, I was
right?
just a tyke.
Right. So
Just
I
a
was,
baby.
I was 26, 25, 26. And the crowd was so insane that security couldn't even keep them in check. And people, it was 2 levels in there, and people were like pushing themselves, like pushing up, like almost moshing on the top level, and they broke the barrier, and people were falling into the crowd. And then the mosh pit got so crazy, like nothing bad happened, you know, people caught them, you know, but the mosh pit got so crazy that the doors around the bottom level pushed open because the people were just moshing that insane. And I was like, oh, my God, this band is insane. It was just great. And those tickets were given to me by my ex's guitar player because which I appreciated, because usually like when you get free tickets, you don't necessarily always want to bring the wife of your drummer. You know, it's the buddies. But he's like, you've never seen Pantera? I've seen Pantera like 10 times. I got Black Tooth Grin tattooed on me. I got this. You need to see him. And I will never, ever, ever forget that. And every time I see him, I'm like, thank you for letting me see Pantera. Because
oh, hell yeah, absolutely. No, it's incredible. I want to say probably my early 20s when they started doing the Mayhem Fest down in the Xfinity Center in Mansfield. I was fortunate enough to meet a few of Dime's personal friends and his girlfriend.
Oh, my God.
And Rita actually has a Fuel of War bumper sticker on her merch cart that they sell Dime Hardware on. So we're like right in the middle of everybody on their fucking merch cart.
That's sick. That's awesome.
So, and she has all our CDs so far. I still talk to her and off and on online and whatnot. So even though I didn't get to spend any time with Daryl, it's been very, it's been a blessing to have Rita indirectly in my life to a certain extent.
So, what's coming up next for Fuel of War?
Well, coming up in right now, we've got a show that's the Static X Wayne Static Memorial Show on November 23rd at Fett Music Hall in Providence, Rhode Island.
I love that venue.
Yeah, it's a fantastic place.
It is.
Justin from Fett does an amazing job down there. And like I said, originally that was going to be our initial comeback show, but the other one we just did just kind of fell right in our lap kind of last minute.
But you kind of needed that to kind of dust off the cobwebs a little bit, don't you think?
Well, yeah. I mean, when you're playing a bill with a bunch of national bands, we didn't want to be rusty at all. Not that we, have too much trouble, but, it was a good way to prep for that in between having rehearsals anyhow on a routine.
Right.
But, yeah, we're really excited. We get to play with the remaining members of Static X.
Now,
Dope,
who is singing?
Devil Driver, Wednesday 13, and a handful of other locals, including ourselves.
Who is singing for Static X? Is it the guy from Mudvayne?
No, I'm honestly, I don't recall the guy's name. I know it was kind of kept under wraps for a while, and then essentially the guy's wearing, like a mask and hairdo in tribute to Wayne.
Oh, he is? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, it'll be different. I've actually seen Wayne on a solo tour when he came around to Worcester. He actually played at Tammany Hall, and
I missed Tammany Hall back in the day.
I was fortunate enough to be there front row, and I got to shoot the shit with him after the show by the tour bus. And also get to meet his wife, Jenna Hayes. Mm-hmm. So that was a bunch of fun.
R.I.P. to both of them, actually.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. They were wonderful people.
So, are you guys recording anything right now, or are you going to work on that
right
soon,
now, we're just trying to get through this show, and then, obviously we all work full-time, so it's just trying to throw together the money to get back in the studio, but we definitely want to get some new material, because the last time we put out an EP was 2012, so we're way overdue.
Way back.
Yeah.
But you kind of don't. You have time. Like I said, you guys are just coming back out. You don't really need to rush into anything like that. So.
No, I mean, in a perfect world, I'd like to see a new EP by next year.
Yeah, that would work. So I have another question for you before we wrap this up. So what's going on with Josh Pineo, the comedian?
Well,
is that like a little bit on
right now
hiatus?
I don't have anything set in stone, but the summer has been quite eventful. I've been lucky enough to do a bunch of shows with you guys, and I've gotten down with Jeff Wade at Comics in Mohegan Sun twice now. He invited me back for 4th of July, so that was a hell of a show.
Nice.
We had a really good time with that weekend. My fiance and I get to party it up and stay in a hotel for 4th of July, which is not something we get to do very often.
No,
so that
and you
cool.
deserve it, and it was probably awesome just being able to do
Oh,
that.
yeah, no, I mean, they treat us so well, and it's a very fun venue. You never know what size crowd, what kind of crowd you're going to be dealing with, but it's always a good time, and incredibly talented other comedians to work with and network.
So, you like splitting your time between being a rock and roll guitar star and a comedian? You like that?
Yeah, I mean, initially, the comic stuff was something that I aspired to do anyhow, but I just never really fit it in. And then, when things kind of died down, I needed to fill my time and, hopefully make a few bucks here and there. Because it's tough living on a fixed income.
Yeah.
So it's
did you
you
won
got
one
to
of
do
our
what you got to
shows,
do.
right?
Oh, what was that?
Did you win one of our shows?
Yes.
Twice actually.
Oh, that's right.
I was surprised to be a back-to-back champ, I guess you could say. But
well, you earned it, obviously.
well, I mean, you guys put on a hell of a show, and it's
thank
been
you. We tried.
Great meeting everybody, and getting. I've been in the music scene for a decade now, and to be a part of another section of the Worcester/New England entertainment business is definitely a blessing.
Josh, I can so relate to that comment, and I know you know that because I've been a part of the rock and roll scene for a long time, and switching over to this type of scene, it's different. It's awesome. It's kind of cool to mix the two together at times. You know what I mean? And I like how Serenity is doing, like, she's mixing like a hip hop scene and a rap scene. It's just awesome when we can like let the barriers down. And
I mean, I think especially with things like the woo-ha-ha events that are coming up in the next couple of months, and all that kind of stuff. Like I'd love to get my promotion company, Speed Demon Promotions.
Remember that?
Tied up and doing more of that, and kind of making an entertainment conglomerate in Worcester.
Yep. I think you should. Because I remember that you were doing a lot with that company. A lot.
Yeah, I mean, we took a little break. I had some, personal issues at the time I had to tend to, and kind of needed some downtime. But I think, once my band starts networking again, and the Worcester music scene itself definitely needs a revival. It's not like it was when we took a hiatus, and I love that dearly. It's a close piece of my heart, and I definitely want to bring that back. But I also want to, like we've done with the comic stuff at Mohegan, I want to spread the talent that we have in this state all over the place as much as we can, because unlike certain sections of the country, I think we're all working with each other instead of against each other, and that's what I love about New England.
I agree with that. I definitely agree.
We'd definitely like to see you join us on another show soon, man. We'll have some more dates coming up.
Oh, absolutely. I'm always down for a wicked piece of time.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us tonight, man. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you.
All right.
We'll talk to you soon.
Have a good night,
Absolutely.
man.
Have a good night.
Take it easy.
Thanks,
Bye.
buddy.
Bye.
And that was Josh Pineo, comedian and rocker. What we call a comedian/rocker.
So
comedian.
I've seen Josh.
Entertainer. I think it's the best
is.
way.
Well, I
Entertainer.
first seen him.
Just a fun guy. He's a
play
great guy.
in like first to me it was like heavy metal hard rock bands.
Yeah.
I'll say hard rock.
Yeah.
And then I saw him. He did that for a bunch of years, and then I seen him do a little. He dipped his toe into the country scene for a little bit, and then I saw that he was doing comedy, and that's when he was doing comedy a little bit before us, and then he joined us a little bit, and I just love how he can adapt, and he's great in everything he does. So like I said before, he's won a couple of our shows. We had Serenity on a little bit ago.
Yeah, Josh and Serenity checked in saying she loves you, buddy. So,
yes. So it's been a good time.
Yeah, you definitely established yourself around.
Wow. This is... we're doing a lot right now.
Yeah, right?
for being in our kitchen.
Well, I go from the comedy to comedy and music.
Yes.
And
so what do we
want
to do
now? Two of our
now?
favorite things.
Do we want to take a 2-minute break so I can go pee and refresh our drinks, and then maybe we can go to our new segment? I have a new segment.
I have a segment. I have some, and I'm just going to go on one. Then we'll take our break, and I'll kind of touch a few of them later.
Because I want to talk to our next caller.
Ooh.
We have another caller. We have caller Phil tonight.
Holy
shit. And I think that caller is still listening, so bear with us.
But after I'm going into the music thing here.
Yes.
All right. After hearing music, women are more attracted to men. A study by the University of Vienna says that women rated photos of men more attractive and were up to 10%. That's small, though. 10% more likely to say they date the men if they heard just 25 seconds of music earlier. So I guess
what
guys,
is the music doing to them, though?
So I'm thinking, guys, if you're trying to get a girl or something, maybe you do one of those videos on Facebook, maybe a wall video, right? Before you come on, just play 25 seconds of music, maybe looking at the clouds or something, and then just
look at the
fade.
clouds.
Yeah, right. Whatever. Just 25 seconds of some type of song you like, and then
if it's cupcakes or coffee cups or whatever the fuck song you like,
whatever song. Don't worry. Don't worry about the song.
Off.
I don't matter. Whatever fucking song.
Oh my god.
Whatever fucking song. You know what? Play the song you like. That way you'll get someone that likes the song you like. Okay. So whatever. You're looking at the clouds. And around 25 seconds in, you fade into you.
I am not waiting 25 seconds.
Now,
if I see you looking
point,
at a fucking cloud for 10 seconds, I'm like, who the fuck is this dude?
All right, you know what? Then you make a little music, music video, your fucking cat or the toilet in it. I don't give a shit, right? But do a 20, 25...
The cat go and pee in the toilet?
Yeah. Do a 20 to 25 second video before your picture comes on or a video of you. Then you have a 10%, still not much, 10% better chance of getting a date.
The 10% chance of you getting a date is 50% chance that you're losing them in the first 25 seconds of your song.
Then but I think that's also just like natural filtration.
Oh my god!
That's what they call natural selection when people die.
I am calling that. Wah, wah, wah.
So,
I don't like that.
Well, I'd like to see some other people's opinions on that.
That's
so
bullcrap.
Yeah,
I gotta pee.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Let me pull up a
One
song here.
Super quick. Please bear with us, Wicked Pisser Show listeners. I swear I have something good and trending and controversial and alien-esque.
Bear with me.
Coming up soon.
Tracks. I'm trying to find the tracks. Oh boy.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Yeah, right. There we go. Okay. Wow, this one here is going to go one of our favorites. All right, folks. One good lick by Power Glide. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Every single day in magazines, in every display. No one like it. No one like it hot. And when it's time, you know I'll never stop. No, I'll give up. Yes, I'll give up. One good lick. Every time that she comes around, I like to watch her when she's going down. And every time, you know I'm gonna watch. 'Cause I'll take it. 'Cause I'll take a lot. And I'll give up. Yes, I'll give up. One good lick. No, I'll give up. Yes, I'll give up. One good lick.
yeah, one of our favorite groups right there, Power Glide. It's kind of a gift from our friends at the Black Dog Radio Show. You can catch them at some point. They have been on hiatus for a little while, but we hope to see them come back soon.
Oh, my God.
Right?
I used to wait every single Friday night
Yeah.
for them to come on.
Right.
Was it 9 o'clock our time, but 8 o'clock their time?
Correct. Yeah,
Yes.
they're an hour earlier.
I even went out to the shanty when I had a shanty, and I would I'll be all ready. So I really miss them. Oh, okay.
And we'll give a
Tell
shout
me.
out, not a Black Dog Radio Show, but also the Caramel Conservative.
Yes.
Ed, I do apologize. I do have
Ed
to catch up on
Delgado.
your show.
Cheers.
But Ed Delgado, the Caramel Conservative, he's got a great show. Hey, definitely check him out.
Yes.
Even if, you know what, honestly, even if you're a liberal, if you listen to him, you know, his approach is different, I think.
It is. He's a normal guy.
Yeah.
He has an opinion. He has his side
Yeah.
of opinion, but he's not an asshole.
No,
that-
he just, you know, he talks about his views and whatever, and, you know, and he sees how other people see things, too. A lot of times he can even, you know, agree, or as many people say, agree to disagree type thing. But, yeah, definitely check him out. And don't forget, you'll follow our friend, Bobby Huber, the Huber Experience, the greatest 15 minutes of podcast. Although he has another show coming out. Did he start one yet? I don't know. He's been on and off on that. I don't know. I don't know if he came up with that yet. I know he's working on maybe having a new show with somebody. But he has his own 15 minutes. Yeah, check it out. The Huber Experience, Huber Experience. You'll find that on Spreaker.com. I think he's got a Facebook page. I'm not sure.
He might.
But
You know what's so funny is before I met the Wicked Pisser Show, roughly 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, podcasts to me, I was always shy. I was actually approached to run a reel tape with one of my besties.
Oh,
Glenn.
now she's like, I can't hear myself. You know, she's
No, because he was he had all the equipment because he's a musician above and beyond a ton of them. He had all the shit, and he's like, let's do a tape. And that was back in 96, and 96, 97, and I was just not shy, not comfortable in my own skin, and I really wish I could have, because you know what? If we had the chemistry, him and I, that I have with you and Byron, I could have been on the radio, I think 24/7, which is something I would love to do with our show.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm repeating myself. I said this on our last week's show. AAF lost their morning show. They don't have a morning show. It's not realistic thinking that we're going to get on there, but wouldn't that be cool as shit?
That type of thing. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fucking ballsy? Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yep.
Oh my God. Because you need a morning show. When I wake up and I come out here and I'm doing my coffee and making my lunches, I put on freaking 100.1 The Pike just because I want to hear a little bit of shit. I want to hear a couple songs. I want to hear them bullshit about this and that, whatever, for a minute. I don't need a whole bunch of shit. I just want a second.
Why out here brewing your coffee naked?
Shut up.
I love my bed.
Or
It's
the big
perfect.
3X T-shirt.
My bed angle is perfect.
When you're not.
Yeah, that's true. But I have the perfect angle from the left side of the stove to the coffee maker.
I'm only naked when there's no children in this house.
Yeah, that's true. But she will be, cooking bacon naked.
That shit hurts. I still got scars on my titties from that.
You do have a few other.
Yeah, talk. Is there anybody
I'm trying
in our
to catch
chat
up
room?
here. Yeah, there's a lot. Joe was saying he sucks at math. In '96, he was 14. I don't even know if that's right. That sounds old. You sound. I don't know.
Okay, 96. You're 14. That means you're born in 82.
That might be right. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's starting to become old as fuck too.
Okay, so 10.
It's
20,
funny because I've known Joey since he was about
30.
18.
Is he 36, 37?
Would
you say? Is
no,
he that
he's
old?
34, I think. 34.
Here she comes again.
But I don't know.
So, we're going to go into a new segment in about 2.2 seconds.
Oh, boy. Oh, no.
Before I do a mic drop.
Okay.
So, earlier, we discussed... Bumpa.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know something.
Uh-oh.
I just made drink 3.
You just what?
I just made drink 3.
Okay.
Just to let you know.
Okay.
I'm going to try to hold it together. I'm eating Cheetos, Fiery Heart Cheetos right now.
Yeah, we're fucked. Okay.
We're fucked, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, so this Friday was, again, to reiterate from the beginning of the show, the Area 51 raid.
Ooh, yeah.
Everyone had to go. Why did everyone have to go to Area 51?
I think
was it the 50th anniversary of this?
I don't know.
I think so. I'm pretty sure. 2000. If you do 1969 to 2019, it's 50 years because I'm going to be 50. I'm going to be fucking 50 in 2020 or something like that. But things I want to know. Shut up. Things I want to know are A, how did Area 51 even begin? Why is that even something that is associated with aliens? Where did that even, the origin of that?
Whatever, and again, I don't know.
Bring that shit up on Google.
I'm
not bringing it up on Google. I can't think.
Yeah, there's too much shit to come up with that, I'm sure. But whatever crashed way back in whatever it was, the 50s, some supposed UF ship, and this is where they brought the pieces or whatever of that ship. And then allegedly there's many other things of, quote, alien artifact, technology and stuff like that at this particular military base out in the middle of nowhere. And the biggest thing, like, a lot of people don't realize, you go to this Area 51, you know,
in Rachel, Nevada.
Yeah. But the outskirts of the base, the base itself is something like, I forget how many hundreds of square miles. It's it's a base. It's a massive. It's like the size of like 4 towns in Massachusetts. It's just a base, and then you got to find where the actual base is on that. Hundreds of square miles of dirt.
All right, stop right there for a second. Joe, give us a call right now. 774-214-0335.
I was right. He's 35.
I would like you to join in. I do not want to talk more about this until you get in here, and then we can.
He's going to be all spacey weirdo.
You know what?
He's all
I'm
Mr.
spacey
80s.
weirdo too.
He dresses like E.T.
He does not dress like E.T. He dresses like a normal dude.
No, you should see him when he goes to the 80s thing. See, 1947, I have answers. 1947.
Okay, so when you go to 80s things, of course you're going to dress a little
He dresses all like...
Ooh, stop.
That's my bad, sorry.
What are you doing with my headphones here?
There we go. Better? All right.
Yeah.
He dresses like Sonny Crockett from Miami Vice with the...
oh, my God, him and
the
Byron. Does he
glasses.
know Byron? No, he just met Byron on that ill-fated night.
The vertical blind. You know what I'm talking about? The vertical blind sunglasses?
We call them sexy shades.
Is that all they are?
I will show you a picture someday of Zach and his sexy shades. Joe, give us a call. 774-214. There we go. Let's do this. Answer him. Hello. Welcome to the Wicked Pissa Show. Who's this?
Did it work? Joe.
It did.
Look at that.
Yay! So, I didn't really want to get too much into the topic without talking to you. I wanted to bring you in this. Give me your thoughts on Area 51. What you feel? Let's just go. Let's just run with this.
First off, do you guys even check that feed? I was answering all of your questions.
I cannot personally see it. The computer's in front of Ding Dong's eyes over here. He's not reading shit.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Exactly. I'm in charge of like a piece of paper that I'm putting notes on in a cocktail. So
okay. Makes more sense now. All right.
So I've been waiting for this segment. So let's talk about aliens and possibly owls, which I don't get the owls part. But let's talk about aliens.
Stand by. Hold on. So first up, you started with Area 51.
Yes.
Just ask me about that. And you want my take on it?
Yeah, like, my question is, like, I've always heard of Area 51 my whole life. I have no idea, because my thought is, I listen to Howard Stern, and Howard Stern said today, if aliens are real, and wouldn't they just come down and just be like, hi, I'm here. Why are they hiding? They're not going to hide. If they made the trek here, why are they hiding?
How do you know they haven't come down already?
But why are they hiding? Why aren't they making themselves a presence? Why aren't they like, taking us over? Why aren't they blowing our shit up? What why?
Well,
explain
listen,
this to me.
Perhaps they're benevolent. Possibly they want to study us or observe.
Okay.
Or perhaps they created us and we're their experiment and they're watching.
That's what you think?
Oh, boy.
Oh, I don't know. I think there's a ton of theories out there. I mean, we could spend 12 hours talking about this, but I don't have one definitive theory. I think that certainly there's probably aliens. Do I think they've come down and probably spoke with the government and are involved? Oh, probably. I mean, just look at Area 51. You talk about that, and it's a big secrecy. And
why is there such a secrecy? What is in Area 51 that they're keeping from us?
Well, think about this.
I'm with Tiffany.
Think
we're so dumb they didn't waste their time and they left.
So that's my wife.
With
So,
baby BL in that belly.
Yeah. So I think that, Keith touched upon it with Area 51, that basically Roswell, New Mexico, back in, I think it was like 1947, supposedly they had that alien spaceship crash and the government recovered the pieces and supposedly brought it to some Air Force base, which at some point it transferred to I think it's Area 51.
Yeah.
Or Nellis or something anyways. And basically they've been trying to back engineer that technology ever since. If you're familiar with Bob Lazar, he was supposedly a scientist that worked there. He was like a whistleblower in the 80s and kind of came out and said that, I think it was like 85 or 87 or something like that. And he came out and said, like, hey, I was working at Area 51 trying to back engineer a UFO. And actually a lot of the things he said have come to be a truth now, talking about things like Element 151, which I'm no scientist, I don't know much about elements, but he said that they were basically creating it when he was working there, and it's actually an element now on the periodic table, discovered in 2003 supposedly, but he knew about it back in the 80s, so a lot of credibility to what he says.
Going on, quickly going with Patty's statement about the why haven't they come back down or come down to get them or whatever. Tiffany made a good point. She thinks that we are so dumb they decided we aren't worth it.
Could be.
So if we're so dumb, though, why haven't they taken us over and ruled this world?
And do what? And do what? Just destroy everybody and have a new planet? I mean, I'm sure if they can travel space like that, there are already other planets they could inhabit without having to destroy a planet.
I just don't get the secrecy of Area 51. I don't understand it. I don't.
Well, I think not only the alien stuff, but I also think there's also research and development going there that that
for
obviously
what, military equipment?
Yeah, military stuff.
Yeah, it's a test ground for nuclear weapons and things like that. They test new aircraft, and so certainly they don't want the secrets getting out to other governments.
Yeah,
so, Joe, did you ever secretly want to visit Area 51, like for the raid this weekend?
I'm not going to go storm it anytime soon, but certainly if someone came to me and said, hey, you can have an all-access tour, yeah, I'd be there.
So I was reading reports on, like, the people that raided it or whatever that went there. There's only, like, maybe 3,000 people that showed up.
Yeah, it wasn't as many as they anticipated, but even still.
And only a couple arrests. One was for, like, peeing or something like that. Something stupid.
Oh, yeah. I think they only arrested like 3 or 4 people, right?
I think so.
Yeah, probably idiots that just tried to keep walking forward,
Oh, my God. Yeah,
right,
I'm going to get in there. I'm going to crawl the fence.
Yeah, you're not going to shoot me. What are you going to do?
Yeah, right?
I mean, realistically, I don't think anyone's gutsy enough to go, full-fledged, go in there and you get 1 or 2 people that are probably drunk or high. That
oh, my God. There were so many parties around that area. It was just funny. It's awesome.
And Tiffany made a good point too. As soon as reports of Area 51 came out to go raid it, to go there, they probably, if there was anything important, they moved it. They not only did they add military staff there for days before that, there were many more soldiers were transferred in to protect the base and whatnot. But I'm sure before that, if there was anything that was of legit concern, They moved it somewhere else. There are bases, hidden bases all over the place, similar to that are massive that you're never going to find, or even if you could find it, you have miles from the front gate to it before you can actually get to it.
So I have a question.
Also,
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, so what do we do if we are invaded by aliens? How do we react? Do we hide in our little apartments or our little houses with our dogs, our cats? What do we do?
E.T. in the closet.
I would shoot at them. I have an arsenal.
Your guns bounce off them. Your bullets bounce off them.
Personally, I think Joe.
My thought. I don't know.
Joe and Stacy. And Stacy would love to have a pet alien. They would love to have. They would fucking love to have E.T. in the corner, and okay, they'll probably name it like fucking Herb or something, or Ralph, right? And as they leave. Okay, Ralph, don't forget to feed the dogs.
Yeah, Murray and Myra.
And then they come home and there's Ralph like cowering up on top of.
Oh, like Alf?
My God. Ralph, yeah, instead of Alf, right?
Oh, I love it, Alf.
Instead of
he doesn't eat cats.
So you got Ralph standing up like on the counter.
Can you do my dishes, please?
On
take
top
my
of
trash out?
On top of the counter or top of the fridge, and the dog's like when they come home, and that's because he wouldn't give them the treat.
We have cats, though, so as long as he doesn't eat cats, we'll be good.
Yeah.
You know what? If Ralph eats our cats, I think I'm all good. Sorry, kitties.
Ralph, also from Melmac.
Right, yeah.
Oh my God.
So the owl theory. You want me to get to that?
Yes, please. Yeah, because
all right.
I wasn't getting that in your translation when you said aliens and owls. So I would like to hear that.
It's a thing.
Okay.
It's a real thing.
Welcome to my life in the community.
Next we can talk about the cars in the 80s. Which I'm on your side,
Rick
Joe.
Rick Ocasek passing away. We got to mention that. R.I.P. there.
Oh. Go ahead.
All right.
So I tell you, the older Joe gets, and God bless Stacy for loving him. It's because he's just like, as she says, "Welcome to my life," and it's like, I don't know. He's like he's alienating, not in Area 51.
No,
but
he's fun.
He's
but he's
fun.
quirky.
He's very
That's
different.
What it is.
He's very different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Look what you have to deal with there, Pumpa.
Oh shit! Yeah, one contrast to the other.
I'm the heavy metal chick that gets crazy and pushes her way to the front of the stage and says, "Bitch, if you're not with me, you're." So, all right. So let's talk about owls. What's going on with that?
Be turned up a little bit.
Someone said the master volume needs to be turned up a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
All right, I'm working on
Well,
that.
we're working in our kitchen on like
Hey,
our tiny equipment
I
versus
can do that.
our
I turned
real.
it down a little bit earlier because
All
it
right.
was kind of loud, but I can crank that back
All right.
up again. But all right.
So I
I'm
can keep
eating
going?
Cheetos, so if I'm crunching, sorry.
All right.
Ooh.
What was that?
My laptop. All right.
Windows
Okay,
update.
here we go.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So the whole theory with the aliens and owls is, if you've seen that movie, I think it was The Fourth Kind. You guys seen that?
Yes.
And kind of the premise behind that movie was that there were people that were having, I think it was in Nome, Alaska, and there were people that were having all these weird nightmares or problems at night sleeping, and then at some point during their issue at night, they'd see an owl outside out the window, and like a snowy owl or a barred owl or something, and just was odd to them. So a lot of these people ended up being so bothered by it, they went to see a psychiatrist, and that psychiatrist ended up just going the extra mile and sometimes doing that hypnotherapy.
Yep.
And then they were finding out during that hypnotherapy or whatever it's called that when they were seeing the alien, what it really was, at least I guess in reality to them, was that it was an alien and that they were being abducted. They were having alien abduction scenarios, but when they were brought back from the said abduction, it's like their memory was replaced with the picture of an owl, and they didn't, until they were hypnotized, they didn't realize that they even had an abduction issue. And then a couple people, while they were being hypnotized, actually ended up speaking in ancient Sumerian, which is a dialect that hasn't been used in, thousands of years, probably
And
back
how
in
do
like
they know
before
that,
the
right?
Egyptians. What's that?
And how do they know that dialect?
Exactly. Right. And how do they know to speak that? And I guess, it says it's based on a true story. How true it is, I don't know. But basically, there's actual documents that the FBI and other government agencies have visited Nome, Alaska, and been very interested in what's going on with that town as far as, abductions and things. So the theory is that possibly Nome was, if you think of the aliens and they're doing tests, that Nome was almost like a little testing ground on humans, and the aliens are abducting people, and who knows what they were doing. But it was the ancient Sumerian part that really got me, because I guess apparently they recorded some of those I don't know what you call them, hypnotherapy sessions.
Yep.
And they actually picked up people speaking in ancient Sumerian, and the people running the test didn't know what it was. They actually had to contact, I don't know, archaeologists or whatever they are, linguists, and be like, hey, what is this? And they finally found someone that could decipher the ancient Sumerian. But it's such an old dialect that it could only be translated partially. So some of the stuff was scary stuff. So
Now, I
quite
have
interesting. So that's the theory.
I have some audio, alien audio that was translated into English, and it sounds like this. Hold on.
We want to meet chicks.
Yeah.
That was that was the ancient Sumerian translated. You're right.
Hey, they come to the planet. They want to score. I mean, who doesn't?
That movie Earth Girls Are Easy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Joe!
Huh?
You know the
How about
girl, the redhead girl. I can't think of her name, but if there's
the
a
movie?
redheaded girl in that movie, I look
Yeah.
just like her.
Really?
Look,
Well, what is
oh
that
shit!
saying
What the
about
fuck
you?
is her name? Tracy Brown? No, Tracy something. I can't think of her
I
name.
don't recall. I know
Oh.
Jeff Goldblum was in it.
Oh yeah.
Quick internet search there, Keith.
He's doing it. He's working it right now.
Hurry up.
Thank you. Tell the wife thank you for checking the sound, and it is clear on her end.
Oh, okay.
Now Byron bitching about the sound and the equipment, blah blah blah. Like you, Byron, it sounds perfect in my earphones here, so everything must be fine.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no.
Sounds okay to me.
Yeah.
So,
real quick though, on going back to some of the alien stuff, back up. Tiffany brought up a good thing. That hold on, sorry, I gotta move it up again. Hold on.
And forgive me, I'm texting another caller that might be calling in.
Oh yeah, all right. Explain Rh negative blood. Genesis can't trace the source.
Oh my God! You know my mother is Rh negative, and she had 4 children, and I was the only one that lived.
Ooh.
wow.
I was the
That's
firstborn. It is. I was the firstborn, 1970. And after I was born, like my brother was 1974. And the doctor stuck his hand up inside her to check her, broke her water.
Ah.
And the baby was in her for like 2-3 days with no water. You know what? My parents are, you know what? And for the audience and Joe and Stacey and all this stuff, my parents are extremely backwoods. They don't tell you shit. They're extremely hillbilly. They take the word hillbilly to the next level. Keith is giving me instructions on how to use my microphone.
Yeah.
Sorry, babe. All right.
Okay.
So my parents are so hillbilly that my dad fell down an elevator shaft and broke his back and his legs and whatever. Like 18 years ago.
Time to go to work.
It took them 3 years to tell me the story. Well, we don't know what happened, Tricia. I'm like, Dad fell down an elevator shaft. Yeah, but we don't know what happened. So, whatever. So, to find out about the RH factor, yes, I had 3 siblings after myself that were like RH negative, so they all died at birth, whatever. So anyway, I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer. I'm just trying to add to that RH negative or RH factor. So, and my vodka seltzers are kicking in. So bear with me.
Obviously.
Shut up, Joe.
But anyone else listening, we got a bunch of others listening right now, and I'd love to hear what your opinions are on Area 51. Are they hiding something? Is there a big bad secret in there, or is it just simply a other type of research and development type thing, or is it the big conspiracy everyone says? And everyone talks about conspiracy. I hate conspiracy theory. I know Joe is, his dad is a little different on some of the things, but conspiracy theory is not really my route to go. I never really think there's like one big conspiracy of whatever. Are there secrets? Of course there are secrets. The government will always have secrets, even if it's something stupid.
Conspiracy theories freak me out.
Let's say that they really do have contact with aliens, and they're more powerful than us, and there's nothing we can do, and they're telling the government, hey, walk this way, talk this way. The government's not going to tell us.
Right.
If you know that there's something out there that's bigger and badder than anything on this planet, are you going to pay your taxes? Are you going to go to work tomorrow?
Right.
Just do everything you're doing?
Yeah, we're doomed, so why bother, right? Yeah.
Yeah, right. They're not going to tell us. They're going to keep it so they can still have some control.
Yeah.
Or even semblance of order. I don't know if control is the right word, but
I feel that way about. I think there is actually a cure for cancer.
Oh God.
And they are keeping it under wraps because the pharmaceutical companies, if they find out or if they let it out that there's actually a cure for cancer, they're out of business. That's my conspiracy.
Yeah, you have to look at, and that
food should be free.
Oh my God, that is probably one conspiracy I could go with, is because it's more of a business conspiracy. The cancer.
I swear
thing.
to God, I think about it. They don't know what cancer. They don't know there's a cure for cancer in 40, 50 years of doing cancer research. Really? Really?
Because if you think about it, all right, if they cured cancer tomorrow, okay, there's hospital beds a lot of them would empty right up. So hospitals will lose money. And then people that get cared for at home during their final days would no longer be going home.
Yeah.
So there's no more, like Joe, we know, our buddy Chris, who delivers these hospital beds to people who are at home or other facilities, whatever, that company now goes out of business.
But people are so fucked up that they want people to die from cancer?
No,
that's what I mean. Like
it's money, though.
Yeah, it's money. It's money, and if they cured cancer right now, right, like you said, tons of people would be out of job. I mean, hundreds of thousands of people would be out of jobs.
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, and it's not your doctors; it's your pharmaceutical companies that just run industries. They run the medical fields, they run the veterinary fields. Everything is controlled by these huge pharmaceutical companies.
Right. The doctors, doctors may know if there's a cure or whatever, but if they can't get the pharmaceuticals, the drugs, the medications, and whatever other things they need for it, then there's nothing they can do. So it's, they continue to give the treatments that are available to the market. And like you said, is it a conspiracy? Yeah, because there's literally hundreds of billions of dollars in sickness, as far as an industry.
See, that's my point. My point is, you get rid of cancer, there's already another sickness that can fill those beds and get those meds.
Right.
And
So
all
those.
I just don't want people dying.
Yeah, but
like
nobody
so
wants.
many musicians recently
whoa.
from pancreatic cancer.
Time out. You're getting too deep. I mean, I know you, because you're not looking at the picture as far as, okay, nobody wants anyone sick. I get what you're saying. I agree with you.
Die.
But if tomorrow,
don't laugh at me.
They're gonna.
I'm eating Cheetos.
If all those patients are miraculously cured, then who's going to take? There's nobody to take care of. Those nurses will be out of work.
Somebody's got some other fucking illness in the world.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, you're taking out a massive industry itself. Cancer.
It's a big illness. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
It's the number one killer right now. It's the number one killer.
It's a money-making illness.
It is. I mean,
seriously. Hey, did they cure AIDS?
Pretty much.
Well.
Yeah.
Hello.
Almost. There's no real cure, but people are living.
Do you hear about AIDS anymore?
No.
No.
Yeah. Well,
you occasionally hear HIV.
Right, like he's saying, they slow it down. It's not cured yet, but people are still living to an older age, so they're able to slow it down, slow down the side effects. It's not an actual cure.
Yeah.
They have to take medications
what?
for the rest of their life.
Cure. What's the dementia and the Alzheimer's?
No.
Cure that shit.
Probably what you're going to suffer from tonight after you drink some more.
No, I'm going to cure
Oh,
from
my
a
God.
hangover. That's what I'm going to
Yeah.
cure for.
There's a lot of
But-
them out there. There's all the MS, the ALS, all those like
Yeah.
neurological disorders too. You know.
Yeah, a lot of other disorders that if, for whatever reason, some company out there, some scientist came up with a cure, a treatment for it, unless if that treatment makes money, if it's a cure that, hey, I give you this shot or whatever particular therapy treatment or whatever and you're cured, they're not going to want it because now, they give you a one-time $100 pill or whatever and you're all done. Well, that's tens of thousands, if not millions of dollars they would have soaked out of you
Bullshit.
being sick.
Exactly.
Bullshit.
Yep.
But as you're just one, think about, as we said, it's a number one killer. So and I don't know the numbers, the tens of thousands of people dying of cancer every year, represents billions of dollars, trillions probably as far as treatment annually.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
so
yes,
it's not just the patient, but like I said, it's the company that comes in and brings the hospital beds to whatever facility, the company that provides those IV pumps. A lot of those things are rented, not the
Yeah, but don't they all seem like they're like overworked and underpaid?
They probably are, but
Well,
now they won't be worked at all because they'll be out of a job because there's nobody there.
Yeah, but like
Better
when
than
we
no
went for
money,
your
yeah.
kid,
Yeah.
they were like overworked and underpaid for your kid.
So think about a company that does like the chemotherapy, the drug itself, that whatever that stuff is
I
called,
get
I forget. But that stuff itself, there's several companies out there, pharmaceutical companies that provide that. If those people were no longer needed, again, there's tens of thousands of people out of work. Those companies will go belly up because their product's no longer needed. And even though that's a greedy company because they charge big time for the chemotherapy treatments, that's very expensive. But those people will be, out of a job in no time. Those companies that, like, maybe they're greedy now, they'll be broke. And then just like the companies that provide the equipment, like our friend Chris does, he works for a company that supplies a lot of the beds and different types of pumps and machines and stuff.
Which in Alabama, my family, Bradbury Medical,
Right.
does the exact same thing.
Gone.
So they would be out of business.
Exactly. So that it's a you're not looking at the whole picture. It's not just a
I'm
patient.
not, but I am in a way. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but so J and S, can we give you a hiatus for about 5 minutes because I have a 5-minute window with a drag queen named Aria 51 that I want to bring into the show.
No way. All
You
right.
gotta
No
listen
lie.
to that, guys. So.
And she's in like she's in a different state, and I want to bring her in for like 5 minutes.
All right.
And
We'll
we
hang
can
up
bring
on
you
Joe.
back in.
We'll hang up on Joe.
I just want to jump to her
No
when I
problem.
have this opportunity and come back to you guys. So give us 5 minutes.
Go
and-
for it.
All right.
So,
So
all right,
love you
guys.
guys. Thank you. We'll be right back.
Beam me down.
Yes. Bye.
Beam me
down.
down. Ooh. Oh, beam him up, beam him down, beam him somewhere. Anywhere that his future daughter will be, that's gonna keep him nailed down more than he knows. So I hope he went from being a huge baseball fan. I hope he's gonna enjoy coaching softball, because that's what he's gonna end up with. But he's gonna end up with someone that's gonna be his best friend. It'll be cool. So. Go ahead. What you got? Now, Aria, you call her or what?
I just texted her and said, "Call me now."
Okay. Go wait for Aria 51. That
Here
might
we go.
be
Here
her.
we go.
Let me open the window over here. I think so. Oops. Boom. And hello, you're on the Wicked Pisses show. Who it is?
Hi, this is Aria 51.
Oh my God! Thank you, babe. Thank you. I appreciate you so much right now. You don't even know.
I appreciate you. How are you?
I know right now isn't the greatest time. Thank you for giving us a few minutes of your time.
Yes, of course. What are you guys talking about?
So we're like kind of running the gamut of life recently. We were talking about like we had like a rock guitar player on, and then we were talking about the Area 51 raid.
And that's where you come in.
Which is when I was texting you. I'm like, you should call in, and I just like, how did you are a drag performer?
Yes.
And you chose the name as Aria, ARIA 51 on Facebook. Please follow her, everyone. As a performer name, why did you choose that name?
I have had this like weird little obsession with aliens ever since I was little. Like Mars Attacks, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, even though those movies
Mars
were
Attacks
made-
is a fucking balls movie. Oh my god. That movie is the best ever. Just to let you know,
I love
sorry.
that movie. And so, like, when I decided to start doing drag, I was like, as a female, you know, not many women do drag. I was the first female to start doing drag in Worcester. So I was like, I need something that is going to be catchy, that people are going to know and remember, and something that fits me, and something weird, because I'm a weird person. So I was like,
but babe, I have to give you a proper shout out. What you have done to drag as a woman, you're up there on the level as high up as many of the male drags. Forgive me if I'm wording it incorrectly, but you have as much street cred in the drag community as the girls do. The shows that you're putting on, your presence in the scene, you deserve all the credit.
Thank you.
No, you've done it. You've earned it. Like, I follow you. I can't go to every single show, but I follow you on Facebook. I follow you on Instagram. I follow a lot of different people, a lot of different queens, and you've definitely earned what you're doing. You know, every anyone that says anything about you, you've earned it. So I'm very thankful for you calling in tonight. So thank you.
Of course. Well, we have a show coming up this weekend, September 28th. It's at the Bellefonte Hotel in Millbury, Massachusetts. It's 18 plus, which is the only 18 plus show in Central Mass.
Yes.
It's a $5 cover, and it's all Area 51 raid after party themed. So everyone's going to be in. It's basically themed after me because I'm cocky. But it's going to be a good time. So anybody that's on there, you should come down. It's always a great time at those shows. It's my family's bar, super fun. So
it is.
Really
We've been there, and I've brought my 19-year-old stepdaughter, per se, with me, and she's loved the show. She's like, I can't believe how awesome this is. And it's awesome that you guys provide that, because there are some girls that are like 19, 20 years old, not able to go to a drag show, but are actually interested in it and don't need to drink, or they'll do their pre-party at home or whatever. And they're able to go to the Bellefonte and have a great time. And they've been wanting to see these shows because we've been promoting it, you've been promoting it, and they know it's fun. And what you guys have done for the scene within the last 2 years, it's amazing. And your performance at Pride, hello. Between you and Lucifer Christmas and Henry and everyone, that whole, what was it, 9 queens? That whole,
it was,
oh my God, I can't even tell you. I was like in tears because I've been to probably the last 6 years of Pride, and I've seen girls do shows and whatnot and do their thing. But what you guys did this year, I felt like a proud mom, and I'm not a part of this scene. I felt like a proud mom. I was so fucking excited. I showed everyone this video. I shared the video. I'm like, look at this. Look at what they just did. It was awesome. I was so happy for you guys.
We always appreciate having videos taken and pictures because it's so important. and Poise and Envy, you know, Henry Butler, honestly, just like shout out to them, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have had such a diverse amount of queens. You know, we had, like, me being a woman, I don't, being chosen to do a Pride event is a pretty big deal. So Poise, like, I really appreciated her allowing me to do that, because it just, like, it meant so much, and being up there with everyone, it was scary. I'm not gonna lie, I was in tears back there.
I saw your Instagram or your Facebook and Instagram. You were like shaking. You're like, oh, I gotta do this in a few minutes. But you did scary, great. And who was at the end? Who did Rocket Man or whatever? Elton John. Was that Randy?
Yeah, Randy Extra. That's my drag son. They're gonna be at the show this weekend performing.
That, like, my boyfriend came down and we were waiting for you guys to perform, and, like, I think Victoria Obvious was running late or whatever, so he had to get back to work. But when that show finally came off, I was just, like, in awe. That was just so amazing. You guys just click so well, and I love seeing you all perform at, like, Bull Mansion or at Belfort or at Electric Haze. It's so much fun, and I just want to share it with everyone, like in our Facebook, in our podcast, and just everything. It's an art. You guys are just sharing an art form that is just so much fun, and you shouldn't, like, help me out here. You shouldn't, like, think, oh, it's drag queens or this. It's not. It's art. It's
a performance.
It's
a performance.
Yeah,
it is.
Absolutely.
It's great.
Yeah, it's entertainment, and I mean, there's a lot of controversy with drag in general, but I feel like every single person should go to a drag show at least once, because people think that it's some weird sexual taboo thing, and some performers are hypersexual. Like, you know, I do a lot of crazy stuff, but, like, at the end of the day, we're entertainers, we're putting on a show. This is something we do as jobs. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is part of our life, and it's like a second persona, and we do it for the audience. You know, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but we love what we do, and we enjoy putting on a show for everyone and entertaining people. And sometimes people going out to a drag show, that's a night where they're able to get away from things that are going on in their personal lives. And it also helps the performers get away from things going on in their personal lives. So it's really, it's a fun night for all, and everybody can just be free and safe and comfortable in themselves. You know, it's a safe place for all queer people. Everyone.
I so agree with that.
Stacy just said something that you would like.
What did Stacy?
Stacy says she loved drag show bingo.
I love drag show bingo. I've only been twice, and the two times I've been was with Candy Dish and Naomi Chomsky. And then I walked in to a patio show, and I had my name tag on and Boots. That's how Boots knows me by name now, because I walked in with my name tag. So I saw Boots at Pride in Worcester, and Boots was like, Betty! And I'm like, oh my God. But no, they're good people. What, Aria?
Maybe the Belfont should do drag bingo sometime.
I think they should. Just because it's not summer doesn't mean it needs to stop.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was promoting it as much as I can. I promote your show. I know I don't get to your show as much as I can. I have kid obligations sometimes, you know, but definitely keep doing it. I want to get to it. I want to see you. I want to see Vanta Black. I was so happy to see Vanta supporting you and the queens at Pride.
Yes, it's just phenomenal.
It's just, I love it. You guys perform, do a performance that's just amazing at all times. So I'm so happy you called in, and forgive me if I'm all over the place, because I've had about 4 cocktails, so forgive me. It is Friday. It's Friday, bitches.
Your Friday. Yeah,
it's my Friday.
Yeah, it's your
Friday. My Friday, bitch.
Yeah.
Yes, bitch.
All right, Aria, thank you.
No, I have a question.
Oh, okay.
Aria, what made you get into drag to begin with? What made you even be interested in it?
Ooh, okay. So I started going to drag shows because Victoria Obvious was somebody that I graduated high school with.
Okay, so you guys are the same age.
Yeah, she invited me to come out to one of her shows, and I was like, I'll try it. I'll go. I'll see how it is. And I loved it. I thought it was so fun. And so I started going every month. I showed up every month to their shows. They started to get to know me. And one day I became friends with all the queens, and one of them was like, you should do drag. And I looked at them, and I was like, can women do drag? And they're like, yes, of course. You would be an awesome, at the time it was called a bio queen, but we don't use that word for female performers anymore. We just say drag queen.
Why not?
Because it's basically separating us from everyone else. We're the same as everyone else. Just because what we have in our pants doesn't mean that we should define ourselves away from a normal drag queen. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of terminologies that people will use for female, and bio queen can be like kind of transphobic to trans women because not all women are born with like a vagina, if I can say that.
Yes,
but, like,
you can say anything on the show
anymore. Yeah. And they were like, you should be a female queen. And I was like, I'll try it. And I tried it, didn't think it was going to go anywhere, never thought I would perform because I have anxiety. But somehow it just blew up out of nowhere. And now
But you feel so comfortable now, don't you? When you get on that stage, when you perform those numbers, you're in your element, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm blacked out when I'm performing. I never know what's going on.
So, my question to you is, you call yourself a drag queen or drag king?
I call myself a drag queen. A drag king is a person of any gender that presents in a masculine form for performance. So I present very femininely.
Yes.
If I dress up as a guy, then yes, I could call myself a drag king. But because I'm dressing up still as a female persona, I would call myself a drag queen.
Now, I'm trying to explain that to my friend Joe. He's so confused.
Okay.
I'm trying.
We're
Aria
our
is actually
audience
an actual female, dressing up as a drag queen. She said like a obscure female, but kind of. I don't.
The makeup.
The makeup. I guess the overdressing that is that is synonymous with the drag queens. Really dressed up, ultra makeup, hairdo, all that normally, any female typically wouldn't do on a typical go out.
Yeah, it's basically like hyper feminizing yourself. But with me, I turn myself into an alien. So, my makeup is very dramatic with crazy colors. I do corseting. I wear, crazy hair that's glued to my scalp. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So everything that I do is very much art and drag rather than just a girl going on stage with a dress.
If we're lucky, we get blood.
Oh, yeah, I pour blood on myself and roll around on the floor.
So right now I'm in an In This Moment t-shirt in your honor.
Yes. That's
now, this is something that we had asked Poison Envy before. I'll ask you, how much time do you spend on your makeup? What's like the shortest time versus longest time, and what's the typical time?
Oh my God, Aria is she's anxious to do her makeup. She's like, I can't wait to do my makeup. She wants to do it because I watch her live feed. So, right?
Yeah, Facebook Lives when I get ready.
Yes.
It depends. If I'm on a time crunch, I can get my face done in about an hour and a half, maybe an hour minimum. But if I have as much time as I want, I like to take about 2.5 to 3 hours for my makeup. And then dressing will take me a good
So you prefer to
minutes.
take 2.5 hours or so to do it?
Yeah, 2.5 hours to do my makeup. I know it sounds crazy, but if you
but you're doing a Facebook Live as well. So do you feel that drags it out a little bit more?
You talk a bit during that?
Yeah. It takes me longer if I'm on Facebook Live, but even without Facebook Live, I want to say
still a couple hours.
But Facebook Live helps because I've learned a couple things from you. So keep doing those, please.
So we have a question though. What is you have a perception or whatever opinion on the Area 51 stuff? I mean, because you capitalized on that a little bit, I saw. And so just wondering, what was your opinion on the whole thing itself? Neat, funny, dumb?
I thought it was hilarious. I felt it was funny because when all the Area 51 memes were being posted on Facebook, when it first started, I was getting tagged in like hundreds a day, and it was getting out of hand. But I believe that there's aliens in Area 51, and if I could have been there to go like clap those alien cheeks, I definitely would have been there.
Yeah.
It's not realistic.
Well, now what a friend Joe referred to you as a because of your name, a Dralian, drag queen, a drag alien, a Dralian.
I love. I think the drag queen or drag alien is what I go by. Love it.
Also, one other thing I have. What was the other one? Do you know of any drag queens that attended that? That's a weird question, but I don't know if you heard or seen anyone in your little network. Anyone go to that? You know of?
Any drag queens that went to Area 51?
Or you know any drag queens that went to it?
No, I don't know any that went to it. I wish. I know there was a lot of crazy costumes there, though.
That might have been fun, though.
Yeah,
but
right?
I think it was just like a lot of drunk millennials there.
Now, you know what? Now, it's a perfect little segue for me here. Now, Aria, you fall in that category.
I would have been a drunk oldie there.
You fall in that category, millennial, right?
What did you say?
Age-wise, you fall into the category of a millennial.
I'm 23. I'm not sure if I think I maybe just passed it a little bit, but I'm not sure what the millennial age is.
Well, maybe you can relate to this next little statistic I have. 1 in 3 millennials said the first thing they do post-sex, so to speak, is grab their phones. Right after sex, they look at their phones. So they're saying...
I'm not a millennial. I think I do that.
28% admitted they really want to check their phones during sex. So let me go back up here. 33%, 1 in 3, 33% millennials say the first thing they do after sex is grab their phones. 28% of them admitted they wanted to check it during sex. And then 12% say they usually do during sex.
No. The first thing that I want to do is cuddle, honestly. I'm a cheesy ass.
Oh, you just won my boyfriend over.
Oh, my God.
He's always like, cuddle with me. I'm like, I want to go to sleep. I need to go pee. Okay, so I will cuddle for like 3 to 5 minutes, and then I want to grab my phone.
I don't know. Don't you want to enjoy the moment and the intimacy?
Aria, I'm a dude. I'm such a dude. When it's over, I'm either like, I'll give you like a minute or two, then I want to go pee, and then I want to like lay down, look at my phone. I just want to relax. You're pointing at your earphones. I'm crackling here too. I know it's funny.
But anyone here, anybody in our chat room on Facebook or Spreaker.com, or in both here, have you ever experienced someone check their phone during sex? So, all right, Aria, thank you. You have anything else for her, Patty? Cut her loose. Thank you so much for calling us.
I so appreciate you. I know on the back note what's going on right now. So I appreciate you taking the time to pull over and give us 15, 20 minutes of your time. I appreciate you and hope that things are okay and get better. And just want to say thank you. That's it. And I hope that thank you goes far. And I don't want to elaborate on what we said, but thank you. Thank you is what I want to say.
Well, thank you very much, Aria. Have a great night.
So wait a minute. So what do we have going on? Aria, what do we have going on with you? I want to give you a plug. I want you to plug your shit.
She mentioned that, but go ahead. Say it again if you'd like.
Say it again. We need to say it again.
Okay. So on September 28th, this weekend, at the Belfont Hotel in Millbury, we have Starship Saturdays, which is held every last Saturday of the month. It's a drag show.
Yes.
18 plus, $5 cover. And we do have an additional show that's monthly called Horoscopes, hosted by myself and Vanta Black, which is every second Friday of the month.
Yes.
In October, it is on a Saturday, though. But you can go on our event pages and see everything and tune in and like our page, Horoscope and Starship Saturdays on Facebook, and you'll get all the notifications for upcoming events.
Awesome. Thank you. And thank you for calling in. We appreciate you. Have a great night. Hope things get better. And
It'll be better.
Yes.
Always is.
Yes. And see you at the last Saturday of the month.
Yes. Every last Saturday of the month and
Yes.
every second Friday.
Yes. Starship Saturdays, everyone. Thank you, Aria.
Thank you very much, Ari. Have a great night.
Thank you.
You too. Bye.
All right, guys. I'm going back to a couple of things I saw.
my
Joe says, Patty, I love you. I hate cuddling, too. I think it should be clarified that Patty is now addicted to cuddling. And I mean,
I like the dick and then cuddling.
Oh, my God. Okay. Mic dropping. We call that after 3 drinks. Don't do that. Oh, my God.
I did that.
Look at it.
I know. Oh.
Yeah, you broke it.
Does it not work now? Does it not
works,
work?
but yeah. All right, leave that off. You're going to make too much noise.
I broke my microphone because I was
my
trying to be a
God.
smart ass.
Yeah, so bangs it on the table. That's a brilliant idea.
What's the end of the show?
It is. But no, Joe, yeah, exactly, Joe. Face and palm.
I'm trying to sing.
No, don't. I will go Byron on you. Oh my God, folks! All right, well, thank you all for joining in, and awesome.
Listen.
What?
Let's wrap it up. Let's have a 2-minute to 5-minute wrap up before we end our show. And go
I had great stats, but I couldn't get to anything.
We have time. It's me and you, and we're in our house. We have time.
It was you. I'm the producer over here.
We have time.
Oh.
What time is it?
You know what? I have a question.
It's 11.
We're
good. We're in our house. We can do a show till midnight.
We're not doing a show till midnight.
We can.
We're not, though. Okay.
We can.
I want to ask a question. Another stat here shows that the 2 most popular wedding songs in the U.S., according to Spotify data.
I love Spotify.
The 2 most popular wedding songs. I want to hear what Joe says this. All
right.
I bet Tiffany and Byron will chime in on this one.
Maybe.
Marry You by Bruno Mars. And Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran.
Okay, so I hate Ed Sheeran with all my heart.
Because he makes you cry.
He makes me cry. And Bruno Mars, no. One day when we get married, Bumpa, we're going old school. We're going to do fucking Kane Brown or fucking older or whatever. I don't know. Hey, the crowd can chime in. Don't take my opinion.
Yeah.
What's your opinion? You have what, Major Lazer or Major whatever?
Major, just Major. Yeah. Why I Love You by Major. Hey, don't knock it till you listen to it. You know it. Yes, you know it very well.
I broke my microphone.
Bruno Mars, not bad.
I love Bruno Mars.
Stacy's saying lame songs. Tiffany, don't know either one of them.
Yeah, Tiffany, correct.
Joe, 80s only. Yeah, we know that.
Here she comes again.
Oh, Jesus. They just scored that with him. Oh, my God.
You know what? The Cars had a lot of great songs.
I know they
That's
do.
why I put Joe LaFlower in a post, because I feel bad for him, because that's his band. And it's like, I feel for him because I was so sad when Prince died.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm doing this on purpose.
I know.
But I feel bad when Prince died. I cried for days and days. I'm not saying Joe's going to cry for days and days, but I know he loved the Cars. It sucks when you love a band. And you know what? Today's youth, they don't love a band. They like a song.
Right.
And my Zach, which is my heart and my soul, my Zach actually likes bands.
Yeah.
And I'm glad at almost 21 he is a part of that, not part of the millennial. He's like an old soul.
Old school, yeah.
He's an old soul.
Old soul.
So Bumpa, what's your favorite song in life?
I don't have a particular favorite song. I know.
You are
Shame.
so
Disappointing.
sad.
I get
sad.
it. I know.
What's my favorite song in life, Bumpa?
Oh God, you're bringing that out again. I know. I know it. I do know it, and I just can't remember it right now. We just talked about it 3 days ago.
We did.
Oh, I'm drawing a blank. Please share with us though. So I want them to know.
Hotel
California, yes, right, by
Hotel
the Eagles,
California.
because it tells a story.
It tells a story.
Yes, absolutely. I remember that now.
And I finished my Cheetos, and I think we're done. I think we did a good show. We had how many callers tonight?
Oh, not many.
3 callers?
3. Maybe 3.
Yeah,
4,
that's more than our normal show.
Byron chiming in saying, I've had a couple of wedding songs. Sounds like a bad week or a bad... never mind.
And you have the T-shirts to go with them.
So Joey saying, best friends girl. Cars.
My best friends girl.
You guys in a hurricane? Yeah, no, it's just her blowing into the thing. I'll mute that shit. Patty Cakes went south fast with Byron. She lasted pretty well. Then she declared her third drink, so she didn't make it public and known she was doing a third drink. And
who said that?
We all know what happened, Byron.
Who said that? You know
Joe LaFlower saying,
asshole.
Joe saying, "Shake it up, girl." Cheetos definitely decides when the show ends. So, yeah. So no Cheetos, no show. So
you know what? I've been worse at an ending of a show.
And you know what? Good segue to what I have next here.
Yeah,
all right.
Then do it.
People like sending nudes, according to a survey.
You want a dude right now?
47% of female respondents and 50% of male respondents have sent nude photos.
Have you ever sent a nude?
Have I?
You have. So don't fucking lie. So don't fucking lie. You have. You have.
To you, I may have. But nobody wants to hear this about me or you sending nudes. I am just bringing it out. Because poor Joe's going to have nightmares now. And, he doesn't want that kind of stuff.
Oh, you sent me a chubby.
Stop it. Stop it. All right?
I love
Stop
you, baby.
Oh,
We're
my God.
together, so it doesn't... It's not
we have
bad.
seen the Facebook post party, but I think it's Patty. It was the aliens. Oh, good. Put me on blast. Yeah, put Byron on blast.
I want to see a green dick alien.
Oh, okay. Help me out, folks. Help me. Mayday. Joe LaFlower. Never have sent them. Tiffany, I'm swimming in unsolicited dick pics. I bet all women probably have had that problem.
I bet.
I bet a lot, most if not all women have had that problem. Not maybe swimming, I don't know, but definitely having unsolicited
you know
dick
what
pics.
it is? It sucks. You put yourself out as a single female.
Yeah.
Innocent.
And the first thing
no
the guy
pictures,
thinks is,
no nothing.
roll my junk.
And you get junk pictures.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a slutty girl. You have to be just a normal girl. Hi, I'm here and I want to date. I'm on Christian Mingle. I'm on this, on that.
I think Stacy sent an alien a nude once, but I'm not sure. The alien face was there, so. Patty, you
how's that burp? That burp sucks.
But yeah, roughly, when you kind of go both ways, half of all
Bumpa, you go both ways?
No.
You just said you went both ways.
Yeah, half of on the stats over there.
You go both ways, Bumpa.
60% of marriages, most people don't want to hear this. Most people don't want to hear this. 60% of marriages at the age of 18 end up in divorce. However...
26 years you end up in divorce.
Well, you weren't married at the age of 18. However, if you wait until you're 23 or older, only 30% fail.
I'm the 30%.
So, sorry. Chick flick.
Why
oh
are
boy.
you bringing this shit
Oh
up?
boy. You like chick flick?
Why are you bringing this shit up? I don't like your statics.
I'm not.
Statistics.
I didn't bring it. I don't have these. I didn't come up with these statistics.
Your salmons and
right?
your phenomas.
Now, Joey, I see Joe doing this, and Yeah, definitely. Watch a chick flick. A study found that
I don't
watching
like chick flicks.
A study found that watching and discussing romantic movies that deal with relationship highs and lows can cut divorce rates up by 50%. Wow. So, and is as effective as going to marriage counseling. It also has the benefit of being more accessible and affordable.
I guess because it opens up the communication.
That's exactly
because
it.
you're pissed off and your wife is like, why are you fucking pissed off? Well, I'm pissed off because I don't like that fucking bitch that said this shit. You're like, oh, well, that's how I feel that bitch is. Oh, you are? Really? Oh, yeah. I saw you looking at her ass, and that didn't coincide. And you're like, I wasn't looking at her ass. So, in a nutshell, folks.
Well,
I'm on drink more.
That's just telling you that
I'm on drink
good
more.
marriage counseling can come from a chick flick. A sappy movie.
Keith.
Can
I don't watch chick flicks.
Okay.
Bumpa.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going on. I'm telling you right now, I'm insecure, and you need to coddle me.
You're getting better with that, though, right? Listening to this is like hearing Bumpa wrestle a live alligator. Thank you.
Who said that?
Byron.
You know what, Byron?
Fuck you.
Good night.
Oh, here we go. I got a good one.
All right. I just hit myself in the face.
12 minutes.
Let's do it. I'm ready for bed.
12 minutes is the average duration of a sexual episode between American couples. 12 minutes.
No, 20.
Yeah. Oh, what do you think is a good quality time?
20.
Okay.
20.
I like to see anybody else who's their opinion. How long?
20.
Yeah. What is too long?
45.
Starting to get too long?
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, you did this. You did that. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, yeah, and you're such the dude in this relationship. It's funny.
I am.
Oh.
You're the girl. You're like, oh, I need to be cuddled. I need to do this. No. Fuck me. Let's make out. Let's get it done. And I love you. I need to go sleep. You go.
Yeah. Well, some of your comments are getting to our folks as well. Joe is saying that this show just got so much more interesting. Thank you, Patty.
Yay!
And Tiffany's saying that she would check out chicks with her guy, do some chick watching. And Stacy sent some pictures of her chicks, little emojis of chickens. So
I like her butt nuggets.
You like what?
I like Stacy's butt nuggets.
Oh, yes. LaFlower butt nuggets. Stacy butt nuggets. Those are good stuff. Yes. Oh, I was wondering where that came from at first. I forgot about that.
You knew what I was saying.
Oh, my goodness.
You're fresh.
Not me. Oh, let's see. Ooh, here's a... All right. A survey distributed by Stanford University found that habitual marijuana users were having roughly 20% more sex than non-users.
Good for my ex.
The study, which was adjusted for various demographics, found more sex was being had by users than people who abstained, regardless of the fact that marijuana is thought to cause
maybe
lower
I should
sperm.
smoke some weed so we can have more sex, Keith.
Yeah. Okay. 1 in 6 people aged 80 and over felt they had enough sex in their lifetime.
Why are they feeling that way? They just don't want to do it anymore?
It's
too much of an effort?
That's 1 in 6, so less than 20% of 80 people 80 years or older.
They're too tired to pump.
They're saying, they're saying they've had enough sex. They don't need sex.
Let me ride. I'll ride then.
People 65 and over, the only reason they would stop having sex is the lack of opportunity. So at 65 and older, they would still be active if they could, if they had the right opportunity. So now, those gold diggers out there, Byron, if you're looking for somebody, find yourself a good 60-something-year-old.
I have hiccups.
And you'll find it.
I can't believe we did a show by ourselves.
Yeah, right? Well, hey. Well, we're going to end it. I just want to see one more stat, and we'll call it a night.
I think we did pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm definitely mic drop material right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm hammered.
Yeah, I think we all know that.
Yeah, I'm hammered. I'm hammered. Woo!
Oh, my goodness.
Hiccups.
Here's another one, and I bet some people will say...
Well, we had 3 or 4 call-ins.
Yeah.
So we think we did pretty good before I got hammered. I'm hiccuping.
I know. We're going to end it with this very last stat I have here.
I'm naked.
Oh, my God. No, she's not. As relationships mature, sexual activity increases over time. Sexual activity is seen more often in couples who have been married longer after the initial downfall following the honeymoon phase. Yeah. So basically what it's saying is over time, first obviously during the honeymoon phase, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Then it slows down for a while, and then it incrases over time.
Obviously. That's no
Some people will say otherwise, Oh, we got a caller. Just before we're about to exit, stage left. What do we got here? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here's our great caller. Speak.
I couldn't let you just end the show.
Who is this?
Joe.
It's
Joe.
Alien Joe.
Joe 80s. Joe 80s is what we'll call him. Joe 80s.
Listen, I heard you have the hiccups.
Yeah.
I do. I'm drunk, too.
Right, and so I couldn't let you just end the show on I have the hiccups. That's not right.
Oh, my God.
How many have you had?
4.
4 what?
4 vodka seltzers.
Yeah, and
so,
she doesn't make them weak, man. Let me tell you that.
No?
No.
Oh, no.
Nelly.
Those are lantern gas, you know what I mean?
My goodness.
Yeah.
It's fun watching the progression of your intoxication.
Yes.
Or listening to it.
Yes. Oh, yeah, it is. You could tell because she starts off, she starts to get a little bit louder, and then she starts to slur her words. And then everything.
Awesome.
Shut up, Nicholas.
And then she can't even talk to the microphone. She's got the thing sideways, so she sounds.
She
like
doesn't like your statistics.
I don't like you, Keith.
Oh.
Bumpa.
Wow.
Well, all right, man. Thank you for joining us.
All
we
right.
are gonna wrap this up.
No problem.
All right, bro. Later.
You can get out.
All right, folks, thank you for joining us. This is another episode of the Wicked Picture Show without Byron. I'm Bumper.
I'm Pancake!
Hey, remember, it's not my fault you're an asshole.
It's my fault!
It's not my fault she's drunk.
Yes,
Nope.
it is.
No, it's not.
Oh, baby.
No. Good night, folks. Thanks for joining us. See you soon.